All
right. You guys ready?
Welcome
One, two.
to
Annie
Annie Chat. Great intro, great
Oh,
intro.
that on.
Welcome to Annie Chat. The casual podcast between two guys and our favorite guest,
Oh my
Daisuke.
god, Daisuke Rui coming back for another month.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
love being a
Yeah,
guest.
yo.
welcome back. Welcome back.
And today, you can read from the title what we're gonna be discussing today.
Oh no, what are we gonna
So
be discussing?
so you wanna
I don't
start?
know.
Like
Oh, do I want to start what though? I don't. What are we doing today? I don't know, Jan. I don't know what we're doing today.
we're doing the 2022 for hype list. We're gonna do another tier list, baby.
Whoa! Woo,
Oh,
yeah! All right.
we're doing tier list.
Oh, yeah, baby!
And I'll be eating dinner at the same time, so don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, to begin with, I guess I'm sending mine first. Because, yeah.
Wait, so yeah, well, for people that don't know, for 2022, this is the last season for 2022, right?
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
last season.
Lastly,
We
wow, how do we count next year's winter, bro? Like, cause December's
Oh,
also in
it's
it.
we still call that 2023 winter though. We
No,
don't call
that
that
is true.
2022 winter. So
That is
you know,
true. Alright.
I hope everyone's enjoyed 2022 anime, and it seems like we got a good amount for the last season.
Yeah, I mean, last season definitely had a lot of stuff. So much stuff that I couldn't even, like, finish half of it. But I did last minute finish some shows, like, this week.
Yo.
So that's pretty good. Yeah.
What did you watch?
Oh, I managed to finish Edge Runners, man. Like
Hey,
yesterday,
dude.
I got out with the boys and we sat in VC. We watched all 10 episodes in one sitting from 8 p.m. to like 1 a.m. in the morning. I
Dude,
think, yeah.
it's not Edge Runners. It's Edge Feels. Because the feels got to me, man.
Nah, I think it's just edgy, bro.
Dude,
Nah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Rebecca forever, man. Need more Rebecca.
Like, dude, I was
Keep
literally
the lolly.
talking about two people. Like, I was literally talking to Daisuke yesterday about why people fawn over Rebecca. I get it. She's a great character. Why are we so obsessed with her?
Because she's a lolly.
Yup. That's
Anyway,
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from Jan himself. People love Rebecca because lolly.
And they were gonna kick her out. Like they were gonna kick her out pre-production, but like Trigger was like, "No, you gotta keep the lolly."
And it's so funny because, like, I thought there was a huge Twitter drama about it, but apparently it was just an interview and it was just two statements, and that was it. Like, I legit thought people made a huge deal out of it, which I was like, why? You know, classic.
Keep the lolly.
Keep the lolly, man.
I love how like because of the anime, everyone's like playing Cyberpunk now. Like it's like great for the
And
game
then
and
finding
everything.
how shit it is, yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
like
I mean, they dropped an update for the game at the same time. That's also
Oh.
why.
Okay, cool.
it's not like as worse as like people watching Arcane and they realize how shit League of Legends is when they stop playing. Like that's a bigger.
Bro, one of the YouTubers I've watched, like, they stopped playing League of Legends for, like, their own mental health and shit. And
Yeah.
after watching Arcane, he made a video of him falling back into the rabbit hole that's fucking League of Legends. It's actually so sad. I feel bad for the man, dude.
Dude, we're getting gaming anime done right. Like there's so much gaming animes that I've like dropped because they're like okay, but like
Yeah.
Arcane, Cyberpunk, these ones are good gaming animes.
I feel like, yeah, like Trigger took a game that's, you know, has really good
Smash
world
on.
building, but like the game itself is not ideal, right? But they took the concept and made it into something that's like really good to watch. Like they really, you know, honestly, that could have been, that storyline could have been the game, but who knows, man? I don't even know what the storyline is for the actual game, but
Oh, I think some like Keanu Reeves is in it. That's all I know.
It's It's completely different. Yeah.
But yeah, then we finished also Stone Ocean Part 2 because come on, you have to.
Yo, that's like 45 minutes, eh? What? It's like a
45.
movie, basically.
Well, like wait, are
Oh
you
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
each
So
episode?
I was talking about Doctor
Oh.
Stone. Doctor Stone.
Oh no, not
Doctor
the
Stone
special, not
OVA.
the special, not the
Yeah,
special.
yeah, yeah.
I actually haven't
So
watched
Yeah,
it.
as in
yeah,
JoJo. JoJo. My
Yeah,
bad, my bad.
JoJo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, that was
What's your
also
thoughts?
really good. Oh, but after that, we're gonna talk about the fat of the season, which is Licorice Recoil. But we'll save that for later.
Yuri for life. Dude, it's like it's not the best anime, but it's like such a good balance
It's not the
between
best anime.
it's good balance of action and slice of life and Yuri. It has like a
Jan,
good balance.
saying it's not the best anime is like an insult to all of the best anime. But anyway, like I said, we'll talk about that later.
I personally preferred Edge Runner, but whatever.
I mean, I think yeah, Edge Runner was probably the highlight of the season. But anyway, so yeah, this is a thing we do, like we tend to do now. Every time a new season comes out, we have like this tier list thing that basically say, oh, how interested are we for this one anime, or for this season of anime? And here's mine. You guys aren't gonna see it, but I'm gonna be explaining it as we go along.
What I can put it on the screen?
I can put on the screen, but it'll take
Everyone
some
needs to see it,
tinkering.
man.
Oh my god, but
Everyone
it's a
needs to see it.
podcast, bro.
It's true. I want. Everyone needs to see it. Everyone needs
Oh
to
my
see
god, bro. How does Discord work again? Okay, there we go. I don't... Okay, am I just sharing my screen? Is that what's happening? I guess I am.
it. Yeah, you are. Shut up.
I'm gonna share my screen with... And then I'm sharing my screen with OBS, and I'm sharing my screen again with my screen share on Discord.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, just give me a second. My freaking laptop isn't the fastest. I've been thinking about getting a webcam for like the longest time. I should just get it. Actually, now I think about it, I didn't think this through. How the fuck do I do this?
That's why we've done this before.
We have, but I think it was because someone else was streaming. I think what I need to do is I need to like open this as an
Should I
image.
stream?
Yeah,
I can stream it. I can stream it.
yeah, yes, please, because like it's
Anyway,
gonna
I
slow
gotta-
down.
I gotta save the image.
Yeah, save the image.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Desktop, save it. Let's see this trashy tier list of yours. Oh my god, so trash. Oh, it's
This guy-
terrible. Oh my god.
We'll
I'm kidding. I
see.
love it.
Yeah, you love it.
I love it. Share screen. Make sure there's no porn. Yep, we're good.
Yeah,
Okay, how's that?
why are you watching porn right before a podcast, dude? Okay,
It gets me energetic.
gets you energetic. Alright, well here it is. But yeah, like again, for people who are just listening in, I'm just gonna be basically saying like I'm just gonna be saying them out. So as you can see, sequels that I most likely won't be going into, like Mob Psycho, I still need to fucking watch that show. Fumetsu no Anata or To Your Eternity, I don't know, I can't be bothered. I think I'm just gonna read the manga. And it's the same for the rest of these shows, which is Yama no Susume, Yowamushi Pedal, Bleach, Tiger and Bunny, My Hero. Freaking hell, there's so many sequels, man. I'm not even gonna list all of them. Just move on. For our Never, yeah. Honestly, I can't remember half of these shows. Like, I'm looking at freaking Uzaki-chan right now, and I think the first thing I saw Uzaki-chan, I'm like, this is probably a show. This is a sequel, but it's a show that you don't really need to watch the first season for. Well, at least for me, I'm like, I read some parts of the manga, so I'm like, okay, I could pick this up if I wanted to, but I can't be fucked. I put it in never because I'm not gonna pick it up. That's fair. That's just what it is. There was actually a freaking anime that's based on a game that's coming out next season as well, but it's based on a game that I've never heard about. What, Legend of Mana or something like that?
Oh, Trials of Mana? Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I
And...
played that game already, so that's why I might watch it.
Oh, really? Okay. Because, like, I've never heard of it. But then again, I don't...
It's
play it,
old.
yeah.
It's like a really old JRPG. That's why.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's
Uh,
it's like Final Fantasy era.
okay. But otherwise, yeah, there's some other anime. Like for example, I'm sorry, I just don't watch sports anime, and I looked at the promotional trailer for like 90% of these actually, and I'm just gonna say, man, like
What are we up to? We're here?
we're like in Never, like we're in
Never,
Blue
okay,
Lock,
okay.
Blue Lock.
Block.
Yeah, I looked at it, I'm like, it's so
Not for you.
it's just not for me. Yeah, it's just not for me. Some other interesting shows that I think other people would watch, but I would never watch. For example, there's this one about middle-aged men, like wanting to be idols and stuff. Even though, like, it's just like, oh, we're this old already. Maybe, like, we can't chase our dreams when we're this old, right? But like,
That's not the one where they become ladyboys, right? The gangsters. That's not. That's a
no, it's
different
not
one.
that one.
right?
Yeah, yeah. So I looked at it and I'm like, it's interesting, but I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah, no, fair enough. There's way too much this season to watch. Like, you know.
Like already, like if you don't see it, a lot of my stuff is actually in 50-50. Like, cause I'm not gonna, as I said, I'm just gonna move on. Like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
50-50
Quick brief,
because
quick brief.
yeah, because
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
so when I was doing the list, I realized what actually 50-50 actually meant for me at least. And it's the fact that depending on the show, it might be really good, like so good that I would actually go ahead and watch it, or it might be trash and I just drop it. That's like the 50-50, right? That we're going for, at least. And I was looking at the Gundam one, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, fuck, I might actually watch this. I'm actually kind of interested.
Yo,
I'm not
do it
gonna
for
lie.
Yosobi.
Do it for
yourself.
Yosobi.
Do it for yourself.
There's some other stuff, like something I feel like I have to mention is the Urase Yatsura remake. And at first I was thinking, oh yeah, this is an anime that I probably should check out. But then after talking about it with Daisuke for like briefly, it was just like, yeah, Urase Yatsura was known as a classic, but the thing is, it's the one that begun rom-com. Like it has the one that anime that has all of the tropes of rom-com. But
G man.
but like because of that, it's gonna have the tropes of rom-com that everyone hates. Because it's the birth mother of it all. So that's why it's actually kind of low on my list for 50-50.
I think for me, it
Yeah.
really depends on like how much effort did the studio put in the animation and like the direction.
Yeah.
I think that would be like so. Yeah, I think I got similar to you. I put it in 50-50 as well.
Yeah, yeah. There's some other stuff. You know what? Like this, what's it called? Oh yeah, there's this bookworm. What's it called? Bookworm Princess one. That was kind of interesting. Like in the top 5 of 50-50, I actually do like the concept of it, which is why I put it so high. So like the first one, as I said, is the Gundam one. The 5th one is the Bookworm Princess one. Yeah. Because like
I'm surprised you got the Raven of the Inner Palace in here in your top 5 50-50. I didn't think you'd be interested in that.
I need to remind myself why. Like, what's it called again? Kokyu no Karasu. Yeah.
Kokyu no Kurosawa. Yeah.
I just think it has a really interesting like look to it. Like I feel like yeah, like it's one of those history anime, right? Like, but and
yeah,
like
I get turned off by history animes.
yeah, like you said, but it honestly looks very interesting. I don't know. It's like one of those anime where it's like either no one talks about or it's like, oh my god, it's actually really good, right? It's just one of those. But yeah, sorry, I was trying to talk about the Bookworm Princess one. That one's kind of interesting because it's like about this princess who, like, just loves books. That's her thing. And then like she was engaged to like this prince or something. The prince was like, oh yeah, you don't need to marry me or anything. Just be engaged to me, right? And she was like, okay, right? She didn't give a shit because they have a mutually beneficial relationship. But then she she started like falling in love with him, and I was like, oh, that's that could be cute, I guess.
I think for me, it looks too much shoujo-y. Like, oh, it's
It
too
is
much for like.
it
It
looks
looks too
very
much.
shoujo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, if there's other stuff I want to talk about, Popte Pipiku is there as well.
Actually, yeah.
But it's actually in the middle of my 50-50s because I don't know if I'm bothered watching it, to be honest.
I love how the TikTok Conan is like right above Pop Team Epic.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, like, that one sounds really fucking funny. Cause if you don't know this, I legit thought it was gonna be a Detective Conan, like a continuation, like or a movie or something.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, why is it here? And then I read the synopsis. It's about the guy who's like acting as the criminal. Like, you know how in every Detective
Yeah.
Conan person, in every Detective Conan episode,
I
there's,
didn't know
blackened-
that.
yeah, there's a blackened, but for some reason, there's now a series that's
About the blackened dude.
about the blackened, the guy who's acting as the blackened, but not actually the
Dude.
blackened. Yeah, like if you see it, yeah, it's like the funniest shit, right?
Okay, I think I gotta move my Conan guy a bit higher there. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a freaking sequel to Detective Conan.
Nah, you see the guy posing right on the poster and shit.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
Wow.
like it's supposed to be centered around the guy who's like acting as the criminal. It's actually fucking funny, but oh yeah, there's a band one, Bocce the Rock. I
Oh yeah, the four girls
yeah,
with the colored hair.
I looked at that and I'm like, yeah, it could be good. Like,
I don't
giving
know,
me
man.
a
I'm
bit
getting,
of
like-
K-On! vibes.
I'm getting like secondhand K-On! vibes, if anything.
Yeah, but like, it's also the fact that like, it's Bocce the Rock. Like, this girl, fuck, I'm too shy to start a band and shit. I know how to play the guitar, but then like, she gets people to play. I feel like that's just bands, Like you need to reach out, and then when you actually make the band, it's like really fun and stuff. But again, that's why it's 50-50 though, because it's either going to be actually good, or it's going to be boring as hell, and I'm not going to watch it. Right?
Dude, I'm still a bit shocked that you have Pew Pew Molaka driving school in your 50-50.
Dude, come on, man.
The-
It's either
the
I'm
hamster car.
either gonna be watching Pui Pui Mall Cars with the boys, and we're gonna be like Pui 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 Pui, or we're just not gonna fucking watch it, dude. Let's be honest.
But then you put like Akiba maid, look at all the maids in Never.
This is the kind of guy who put the pachinko thing last season, and we just watched that episode, and we were just like,
Dude, tell
yeah,
me,
it
is this-
literally is what it was advertised to be. It's nothing else.
You should put this in the hype list then. You should put it in the hype list.
Dude.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. But anyway, yeah. The last thing I want to talk about is this one called Yonin wa sorezore uso o tsuku, which is basically for it's like here it says they translated to 4 people and their respective lives, which is close enough. But it's about like 4 people who have something to hide with their identity and stuff. Like apparently one of them is an alien, one of them is like an Espo or something. It was giving me Haruhi vibes, basically, right? And I was like, okay,
Basically,
that's
yeah.
interesting. But the way that the promotional trailer like showed it was fucking hilarious, because what they did is they introduced each character. They were like, this character, alien, this character, Espa. And then when you get to the final character, like I don't know what I was expecting, but it just went, this character, femboy. And I'm like, wait, fucking what?
Dude, that's how you get the femboy demographic.
Like,
Like
you,
I swear.
you couldn't have introduced him first? Like, what the? It's just alien, Esper, femboy. And because of that, I'm like, okay, you know what? This show seems fucking funny. I'm gonna put it on 50-50 because I'm actually interested in it now. Okay, but yeah, honestly, like it's kind of crazy because for next season, there's like not a lot of anime that I'm interested at all. In fact, there's the amount of anime that's in If I'm Bothered and above that, I can count on my hands, or like on my fingers, with my fingers. It's just like, yeah, there's just really not that much that immediately just strikes out to you. If anything, there's Welcome to Demons, like my
Iruma-kun season
my name is
3.
Iruma-kun. Yeah, Iruma-kun. Because
Season 3.
been following the
I'm
manga,
hyped for that one.
and honestly, man, I feel like I can just pick up the anime from season 3 and just watch it.
Dude.
Because why the fuck not? Right?
Iruma-kun is like one of those type of animes I can't explain why I like it. Like it's so simplistic and wholesome. I'm like, I just enjoy. I always like look forward to every week of episode of Iruma-kun.
I mean, it's just like it has a solid world building, has good characters. Like the main character is very likable. It's just a factor of multiple things, honestly. And like
Yeah.
once like Inuma gets his, gets his powers, let's just say.
Oh, don't spoil it for me, man. Come on, don't spoil it. Come on, I don't
No.
read the manga.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh
gonna
my
spoil
God,
it.
Don't
spoil
spoil
it.
it. Don't
But
spoil
yeah,
it, man.
it's gonna be hype. Next
Dude,
little-
we all know he's gonna be the Demon King. We all know he's gonna be the Demon King. Let's be real.
Nah,
He's gonna find the
nah, he's not gonna be the
find
Demon King.
One Piece.
Oh
He's gonna
my
find the
God.
One Piece. Guys, the One Piece is real. The One Piece is real.
Okay, to finish it off,
Can we get it? Can we get any higher? Much so high.
can we get much higher? Oh,
So
yes.
high. Okay, now, dude, we have to put a thumbnail now. We gotta put it.
Alright, bro. Okay. Next one is the DIY anime.
Yes.
Jan
Yes.
Jan told me about this, and I was like,
Dude,
okay.
I feel like it's gonna be so boring, but just the concept of DIYs just
No,
sounds
no, okay.
interesting to me.
The thing is, I watched a promotional trailer for this one as well. I probably need to stop saying that because I've watched the promotional trailer for every single one of these. Yeah, no, the main characters aren't just like typical like cute girls and stuff, I guess.
Ugly girls.
Like they're actually there's like an interesting dynamic already from the trailer itself, I guess. Like I don't know, it's kind of, I probably explained it poorly, but in other words, I'm interested in watching the show for sure. But
I'm hoping I can learn to make things. I just want to learn, really.
it's like a Eurocamp thing.
Yeah, I don't have much expectations for this one, but like if it's like on a Tuesday, I'm just casually watching, eating lunch. I just want to learn stuff.
Yeah.
To do it yourself.
Yeah,
Do
basically.
it yourself.
Do it yourself.
The one above that,
So
on the
hyped.
top of that is of If I'm Bothered is the Tanuki Rakugo one.
I'm actually surprised how high that is for you.
I mean, I'm genuinely interested in it because like I remember like a while back, actually one of the biggest reasons why I was interested in it is because there was a video on this anime like years before it actually came out. And it was basically the main character doing a skit, like doing a rakugo. And it was really well animated as well.
Yo, so for people that don't know what Rakugo is, you want to give a quick summary of what Rakugo is, do?
Rakugo is just like it's just a type of comedy show that's like in the
Traditional stand-up.
traditional stand-up, and it's like the style of it is the performer tells like a story, and then in the end there's a punchline. That's usually like a pun or just and I think another thing about Rakugo is it's supposed to be really rhythmic as well in its execution. So I guess it's just one of those like traditional Japanese things that's pretty good. But I think the concept as well about this Tanuki who has nowhere to go, but like it's just like, okay, please help me do please allow me to learn Rakugo with the with this master. And it's just like, okay, I want to see what happens to this Tanuki, right?
Speaking about Rakugo, Shonen Jump has this new popular manga that's only been like 25 chapters specifically about Rakugo called like Akane and Banashi, and it has got Bakuman vibes, but it's Rakugo instead, and it's a female protagonist as well. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard about it.
I might
Akenebashi. Akenebashi.
Akenebashi. So
okay.
I might give that a read depending. But the problem with Bakugo is like, it might lose in translation because I guess it's such a traditional Japanese thing. So like some of the translation things might get lost to people that can't speak Japanese like myself.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's just how it be sometimes. To finish it off, I watch it weekly, dude. I mean, what can I say? I have no excuses for this. I got
Isekai,
reincarnated
bitch.
as a sword
Isekai, bitch.
the eminence of shadow, and both
Oh
of
my
these
God.
are reincarnation stories. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
Bruh.
I
You know,
actually.
the funny
Oh,
part
go.
is I've actually watched the first episode already of the Sword one this morning.
No
'Cause it was the first
way!
one.
It's
How is
really
it? How is
out.
it?
Oh wait. Okay, wait.
Because I
Oh.
was catching up with shows from last season, and then I saw latest, and I was like, oh, this one's already out already. So
God
I saw the
damn.
first episode.
What's
Ah.
your thoughts, Daisuke? What's your thoughts?
Wait, already?
Oh,
Okay.
it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I think I've read some of the original manga slash light novel adaptation, so I was already a bit interested, but I don't like I haven't caught up with it in like months, so I don't remember what
Wait,
happened.
is this
so
what is this one? Is this for sword or?
the sword,
The sword one.
Sword
Sword
one.
one.
Oh, okay.
Sword one.
Sword one. I mean, Eminence. You know, we both were up to date with the manga.
Yeah, I know.
That's we already know that, but
Yeah.
Sword is the one that I didn't know about as much.
Uh-huh.
Like I just didn't remember.
That's
Guys,
crazy.
I'm not a basic isekai bitch. So what makes Eminence like stand out compared to the other isekais? Like,
Okay, so for Eminence, it's the fact that it has like this story of this guy who's really obsessed. He's basically a Chunibyo. He's really obsessed
Okay.
with being the hidden, like, OP character. Like, at day, he's a normal guy, but at night, he is the eminence of shadow, right? This kind of shit. But the thing is, while he's a Chunibyo, he's also aware that he is a Chunibyo. So, like, he's doing it just to roleplay. So basically, he likes roleplaying, right? But in the world that he's reincarnated as, the things that he say when he tries to do roleplay stuff, the things that he says slash does, actually like, like, in a weird way, like the things are actually happening. Like he'll be like, the Dark Lord is being resurrected, like just as bullshit, right?
that's
But
pretty
when
funny.
he says that, it's actually happening, but he doesn't know it's happening. He was like, oh, I just said some bullshit. That sounded cool.
So is
right.
this isekai like more comedy or serious tone though?
Okay, it's supposed to definitely be more comedy. Like it
Okay,
has,
okay.
it looks like it's going to have great action as well, but I feel like the appeal of it is definitely the comedy, which is why I really hope they don't do what Mieru called Sun did to the anime. I mean, to the
Yeah,
manga.
no, I might give it a go if it's like really comedic and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
good to
'cause-
hear.
Yeah.
Because the biggest worry I have about this anime is if they ruin the comedic timing by making it by letting it take itself too seriously, that it's not going to be as fun of a watch than it should have been. And looking at the promotional trailer, I'm even more worried because they were trying to sell it as this like edgy, like action packed kind of.
Well, just look at the wallpaper. Like the reason why I put it so low because I thought it was something serious, action packed, which is like not
Yeah.
really a turn on for me. But if what you say has like good comedy and stuff, I may
Yeah.
give it a go.
Like I said,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the promotional really gives off like either Furita vibes kind of thing. Like I saw that, I was like, yeah, this looks generic as fuck if you don't read the manga.
Yeah, actually.
Like it, yeah, it just really depends how they adapt it. It just depends how they adapt.
But I'm gonna put a prediction. I put it in Watch It Weekly, the top of it at least. But I bet by the end of like the second episode, I'm gonna put it in like lower 50/50s or even never.
Wow.
That's how low my expectations are for this show because I've just seen way too many of my of the
It's
series.
slower
I
than
like.
Pew Pew Mocha. Wow, the driving school. Wow.
Dude, it's funny. Okay, I
It's
actually
slower than
remembered.
Pew Pew
I actually
Mocha.
remembered why I put Pui Pui Mocha so low. It's because if your
It's
anime,
so low. It's so high. Look, it's above never.
yeah, but if you think about it, if your anime doesn't get me more interested than watching fucking Pui Pui Mochas, what the fuck, right?
I love how
like a-
Pew Pew Mocha is your standard. It's your golden standard.
It's like it's not my golden standard.
It's your litmus test.
Yeah.
It's the vibe check.
Those like, dude, is this
But-
better than Pew Pew Mocha though? Can
Okay.
it be Goku?
You know, it's funny because
For you.
honestly, like I'm looking at my list again, and there's one anime in 50/50, And I think it's supposed to be a horror anime. It's right to the left of Pui Pui
Oh,
Mocha.
C complex, C complex.
Yeah. And I looked at this and I'm like, oh shit, like another horror anime, right? And then I was thinking, I'm like, dude, this could also turn out really bad. It's just one of those anime. All right. But for a sword, I've reincarnated as a sword. I actually talked about this, well, like why I like this, because this isn't actually a guilty pleasure for me. I actually genuinely think, like, I can say, like, oh wow, this is not bad, for sure, because in a lot of isekais, it's about the main character being OP and like, you know, just doing whatever the hell he wants in the new world without any consequences, pretty much, right? This one, you have the main character who's a sword, but they brought in another character to like bounce off, which is the cat girl, Fran.
Lolly cat girl.
And I feel like she's so important to the flow of the story because she's supposed to be this like
straight person.
She's supposed to be like this powerless person who had basically nothing until she met the sword. And then the sword and her started having like this parent-child relationship, which is like really wholesome. So like I said, like with the, because the manga focuses so much more on Fran and her relationship with the master, with the sword, rather than just the sword itself, it already makes it so much more interesting than like half of the freaking isekai I've watched.
Wow.
I'll just say that. But otherwise, like, you know, you may like it, you may not like it. So it's like whatever. And finally, okay, listen, I'm hyped for the ASMR anime, bro. We're going in, bro.
He put the ASMR anime top 3, bro.
Yeah, I was questioning it very hard. I'm like, bro,
you know,
people gonna think we have fetishes, man.
You know Hanabi-chan, bro. Hanabi-chan disappointed me, bro. You know
as soon as he dropped his list, I saw the fucking ASMR shows top 3. I was like,
you know, this guy's gonna watch this with headphones at least.
Okay, oh and I thought. I remember the trailer for this coming out like a while back, and we were watching it and laughing at it, right? But reading the synopsis, it gets even richer. Because the first sentence is, after reincarnating into a dummy head microphone, the protagonist gets involved in the lives of high school girls who do ASMR. I'm actually fucking done, dude. Who fucking thinks of this shit?
I actually like the sentence where it says the main aim is for the ASMR quotient. And you know, I'm a big baseball guy, so I'm like, oh shit, ASMR quotient.
Quotient, bro. God. They have an ASMR quotient, bro. What the fuck? But anyway, bro, listen. I'm gonna be watching at least one episode of this because it just sounds so fucking funny.
Like, if you look at Zabu's hype list, because of that, like the level of respect just goes down a level.
Yeah, everything. The tier list just goes down one.
It's not even like the pew pew molecule. It's not even that. I don't even care about that. But it's just having the ASMR thing in your top hype list. I'm like, okay, man. Okay.
Bro, what are you talking about? It's gonna be the best anime of next season, bro. Trust me, bro. Trust me.
Not only is it ASMR show, it's technically an isekai.
Dude, he's an isekai bitch.
It's a reincarnation story. Fuck, man. This shit is gonna be fucking lit. But you know what's actually gonna be lit? Spy Family, Kurtu, and Chainsaw Man. Let's be fucking honest. Like, there's no way.
Dog.
Oh, dog.
Moving on to that. I got Daisuke's list up my screen now. Can everyone see it?
Yep. You didn't change it yet.
I didn't change.
It's just still.
It's still on his.
Yeah, it's still my list with my fucking ASMR anime in hyped.
What? I thought I changed my screen.
Just keep trying.
Maybe did you freeze my screen or?
No, I can't do that. It's not Zoom, dude.
Wait, I gotta stop streaming, then start streaming again.
You just have to change the window, bro.
Hello.
Boomer moment.
No, I did. Is it now?
Yeah. Oh wow! Look at that. Okay.
Hey, and you know what? ASMR's not in the hype list. Wow.
Okay. All right, Daisuke.
Look, it's in never.
Daisuke. Okay. Daisuke. Why is ASMR anime not in the hype list? Huh? Why is it not in the hype? Come on. We're watching it.
It's the
You're
same,
not
the same
escaping it, bro.
reason, the same reason as the pachinko show, bro. I don't give a fucking shit, bro. I don't care. I mean, if you actually are that intrigued enough to watch it, like I'll join you for like an episode or something. But if I don't like it, like whatever. But
Bro, listen, I'm gonna watch like one episode max, I feel
dude,
like.
I understand if it's like funny, but the concept of like ASMR show being the protagonist, being like the dummy, and then the rest of the cast is girls. I'm just like, okay, I know who this is for. I know who this is for. Who, like, no one's walking out of coming out of the way saying, you guys gotta watch the ASMR show.
I feel like I've gaslighted you all into thinking that I'm genuinely interested in watching this show.
Dude,
No,
now,
it doesn't
honestly,
matter. We think
you
you're
made
stupid
me.
enough to watch the show.
You kind of make me want to check it out for myself now. I'm like, oh, now I have to watch one episode of it.
See, dude. Anyway, yeah. So what's going on with the list? What's going on?
So Nevers is basically sequels that I'm not watching, and then me cutting out basically like cute girls do cute stuff genre of shows. I can't be bothered to watch those, so I'm cutting those out. And then there's a bunch of like new shows that I checked out. Like I checked the promotional, and they just did not interest me at all. There's like I remember seeing some of these shows, and I was like, "Oh, the cover looks okay," and I watch it. I'm like, "Oh, I found it's a harem show." I'm like, "Okay, bro."
You really do be like that.
Like the covers like made it look way more interesting. But I just found out it was just like a generic harem show. Or some
Oh my
shit.
god! Actually, yeah, like the ninja one.
Yeah,
Like
the
the ninja
ninja
one.
one.
Uh,
The shinobi.
yeah, Shinobi. So, I mean, like to basically briefly talk about it, it's this show that like looks like it has serious elements, but in the promotional
Oh.
trailer, they only show it in the latter half. In the first half, it's just harem shit.
Is it
Yeah,
Shinobi no
it's like-
Itoki? Is it that one?
Yeah,
Shinobi no Itoki.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like it looks like a really interesting show, and I looked at the promotional video, and I'm like, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
come
dude,
on.
even
Yeah.
the premise even said after surviving an attack, blah blah blah. There has like no harem indication at all. So I'm like,
Yeah, it feels like
Yeah.
a action like historical show or something. I don't know, but yeah. So that's what all my nevers are. And then 50/50 at the bottom I have Trials of Mana, which is a anime adaptation of a video game,
Yeah,
like a super old JRPG. Like there has been new Trial of Mana games, like in recent, but this is like based on the first one, and that's
damn.
crazy to me. I mean, like I never thought the story for Trials of Mana was that insane. So I don't know if like I'll even be bothered to like watch it, but I put on 50/50 because like it's on my radar, so I'll check it out. And then before that, like to the left of that, I have like the sequels, like Tiger and Bunny, Kamui, and Pop
Epic.
Team Epic,
Yeah.
and I just put that in 50/50 just because like those three shows I have not caught up with in terms of the anime, so. Like if I catch up, watch them. If I don't catch up with them, I just leave it. And then like that's pretty much all the sequels out of the way. Then now we're talking about the new shows. C Complex horror show, like pretty much what you said, do it's like it's a horror show, but like anime horrors infamously don't do well. But I'm putting it on 50/50 because I want to see if it stands out at all in any way. Like I don't even expect it to be amazing. You know, I just want to be like, hey, we're getting a show that isn't an isekai harem, action, something, whatever. An actual horror show, that's something. Yeah. Like the one before that, last horror show was what Miracle, and then like Junji Ito. That's the last two I saw, and Junji Ito was such a disappointment. And then Miracle's just Miracle, I guess.
Miracle is miracle.
Yeah. But then I the Tanuki Rokugo show on my 50/50 as well, because for me it's mainly about the Rokugo thing. Like when I see a show like tackle like stuff from Japanese like traditional era that's not like typically talked about, it's like I think already enough for me to just check it out. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, the vibes that this show gives off, I don't think it's what I'm exactly looking for. But I'll check it out because like one of my favorite animes I've liked watching about Rokugo is Shen Roku, Showa
Shinroku?
Gen Roku, Showa Gen Roku Rokugo Shinju. I don't
Is
know if you
that
guys seen that
recent?
one. That's like 2 years ago, like the anime
Oh
came
wow,
out.
Jesus, yeah, no.
I've never seen
That
any
one
Rakugo
was
stuff.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Mm.
So, like, I'm just giving it a chance to see if it gets any interesting at all.
Yeah, because I think
Um,
the only Rakugo show I've ever watched was what was that freaking show that had Nippon Ega Hyake as the AD? Okay, nah, just move on because I can't remember it.
oh,
Google it.
is
Google
it
it.
recent?
No, it's not recent. It's not recent. It's pretty old. It's the
Oh, okay.
it's the yo jigame gogo no suri hikara kaijo no suika no suikyo matsu urai matsu. It's that one. Like it has the full fucking thing. Yeah,
Oh,
but I can't remember what it's
yeah.
called. Yeah.
I never saw it, so
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't know. And then after that, I got Gundam. Cause the boys are hyped for Gundam, but I don't watch Gundam. But if we're like watching in a group and I just happen to be there, then I might stick around. Cause I do like what they've shown so far promotional, like the artists they got for the show and the the designs and like everything about the show looks really good so far.
Have you ever
Um,
seen any Gundam series before, Daisuke?
yeah, I have seen some already. Like I watched a bit of Blood Orphans a while ago, and then I've seen some of the older ones. I don't know which ones though,
I
because there's
mean,
so many.
I don't know if you were. I think you were there, Daisuke, when we watched War in the Pocket. War in the Pocket? No? It's the 6 episode OVA. Okay, don't worry about it then. We watched it on New Year's.
Wait, no, the one we watched in the group. Wait, what? Which one?
The Gundam series that we watched in like no, sorry, around Christmas.
Oh, that's the special. That's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But like in terms of full actual whole shows, I really seen like a few. Yeah. Um, but then I don't know. I'll check that one out. And then after that, we just got like a bunch of shows that I don't know if they'll be like interesting, but like the premise was enough just to me like just to check it out. Like, so after Gundam, there's this one about alchemy, like, and it gave me a lot of vibes from like this video game series called Atelier, which is about
Mm.
like a bunch of girls who actually, you guys probably know who it is. You probably know what game I'm talking about,
I
but
think I do.
it's the one with the girl with the big thighs. That's the one, Riser. The the girl that has like massive thighs that they show
Bro,
in
send a
every fucking
photo.
game expo. If I send, yeah, I'll send an image. You guys know straight away.
Is it from fucking Gridman? Thighs?
Ah.
So when people say like anime thighs, I go straight to Gridman. I don't know why.
Gridman. I mean, to be fair, Gridman literally had like staff that worked hours just to get the thighs right. I
Dude, that's
don't know
crazy.
why.
What the
It's like
fuck?
but it was perfect. It's like one of the most perfect thighs you've ever seen.
Okay, I'm trying to remember because like I think I was low key. Okay, I
It's that
think
girl.
so. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm not talking about that game specifically, but the series in general is about
Ooh.
alchemy. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
gave me the same
thighs.
vibes as that
Looks like
show.
peach.
Yeah.
I
So
think
I was
yeah.
like, if it's like a show that like actually talks about alchemy and like develops it, like I guess like Little Witch Academia kind of thing, like the magic system and stuff, then
Oh.
I might be down.
Dude, I actually looked at this. I think I also have this in my 50/50, and I'm more interested. Yeah, I'm definitely very interested in this alchemy thing, like you are, but I'm also interested in like how she like lives her life, you know, surviving off like creating like medicine for her shop or whatever she does with alchemy. But like when I saw near the end of the trailer when she's just hanging out with the girls, I'm like, I got a bit skeptical because I'm like, please don't just let this be like.
It's almost like either gonna be a show actually about alchemy, or it's just gonna be girls do cute things.
I know.
And they just fucking do alchemy and they don't explain to you, and that's it. It's just seeing girls do cute things.
I'm actually hoping that it doesn't go that the just cute girls do cute things. Like cute girls can do cute things, just not all the fucking times, dude. I just want. Yeah.
Pretty much, and then. That's about it for that show. And then you have The Maid.
Yo, Maid!
That Maid show, I put in 50-50 because I saw the trailer for it and I was like, what's going on? What is happening?
Dude, I just like how there's a panda in the pic wallpaper. I'm like, yo, anime UTS. Did we sponsor that anime?
Yeah,
UTS reference.
I saw that show. I saw the trailer for that show, and I'm like, nope. Don't care.
Yeah, but he put the fucking hamster cars in higher than that. Whatever,
yeah.
I'm not saying.
Because hamster cars is more interesting than fucking maids.
Dude, it's maids Akiba with a panda. No, like what are you?
It's hamsters with wheels. What more do you want, motherfucker?
You just ASMR, you top three.
Makes it sound like you've never seen an actual hamster in your life. like the word, yes. Don't you know hamsters run on wheels?
It's hamster on wheels.
I think you've never seen a hamster before. I thought you were saying that.
Dude, the wheel is like the most common furniture for a hamster.
It's like the most associated item with a hamster.
It's like when I actually find out
hamsters... You want fucking triangles, dude? Come on.
It's like when I actually find out hamsters don't have wheels, I'm like, what are these? What is that?
It's probably like a head mic, an ASMR head mic. Give hamsters ASMR head mic.
It's like when I found out the other day that roadrunners weren't like huge motherfuckers, but they're like birds that are like this tiny.
Oh, I didn't know they were small. No, I thought it was an ostrich, if anything.
Nah, that's what I thought. But nah.
Going out to the fucking like Arizona desert, being like, "Where the coyotes at?" Some cartoons.
What do you mean the coyotes can't understand me? Well, I thought they got picket signs.
You're like asking the safari zone people, like, so how smart are the coyotes? Like, do they carry around? do they like paint signs on walls?
What age do they learn how to write?
Dude, what do you mean?
You watch too much cartoons, bro. You watch too much cartoons. You watch too much cartoons, bro.
No, bro, I swear, man. Hamsters have wheels, bro. Please.
Next, you're gonna ask if like fucking like little Tweety birds can speak English or something. You're gonna ask if they can talk to the cats. This guy thinks Bugs Bunny is rule, bro. No, but like Akiba Maids is like the show where it's just like I'm gonna just see what the show basically like acts like how it works as a story, because the stuff I'm seeing right now is like it's so wacky, and I'm just like, this can either be really funny show, or it's just a show where it's just like shit happens and you just sit there going like, the panda did the thing. Panda.
Panty shot.
The maid.
Panty shot. Panty shot.
Yeah, like that kind of show. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I put on 50-50 anyways, just to see if it's like,
if it's actually worth watching. Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, I got these two shows. I'm gonna talk about both at the same time. So I got the what was it? The library girl, like is it the bibliophile princess?
Yeah, bibliophile princess. That's the one.
Yeah. Like that's pretty much the same as what you said. Like I'm interested in watching an actual good romance, but it is super shoujo. Like it's so shoujo. I don't know if it's for me. But I'm leaving it there anyways to see if it turns out to be like a pretty good romance. Because like I've seen shoujos that actually have actually good romances before as well. So it's not like I'm I'm like super biased against it either way. Like I'm totally fine just seeing if it's good or not. Because for me, another shoujo romance that I think is really good is what is it? Uh, Snow White with the red hair.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if
Akatsuki
you guys
no.
seen that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, that show was actually unironically really good for a romance, despite being like super shoujo. It is really good. And then you got the other one where it's like the other show after that is about like four guys, and it's just them like living their life, and
Uh-huh.
then socializing pretty much like it's like it goes through like their life or something, but I feel like the target audience is not me because I've watched the promotional and it's just guys being like,
No,
oh,
no, no, no,
I'm
no. Okay, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay, here's the thing. The main focus of the show is guys who are clumsy. So airheaded guys, if you
oh,
didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, no, the target audience is definitely not you, Daisuke. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like I was looking and I was like, it's like this looks kind of okay, but I don't think this is for me. I think this is literally for like girls who are like, oh my god, he's so cute.
I think it's the Fujos. It's the Fujos. It's the Fujos.
It's actually now that you say that, it's actually so funny seeing you put it so high on your 50-50 list because I can't
Yeah.
imagine you just being like, oh my
I'm
god,
just thinking like maybe
airheaded
this
hot
might be a
guys.
show. This might be a show that might be a bit different from what it's like on the surface.
I
So I
highly
just
doubt
want
it.
to check it out. But if it's not, you know, it is what it
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, airheaded hot guys. Guys who accidentally spill steaming hot coffee on my lap is like so hot, bro.
I can't wait to watch the show and then talk to girls about it, and they're gonna be like, "That guy's so cute," and I'm like, "Oh, he's actually such an interesting character. I think his story is very riveting, and it really goes deep into his backstory." And the girls are just like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about."
He's like, dude, please spare me. I didn't even watch the show. I just like the guy. I just. Yeah.
I'm like doing deep analysis of the guys in the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it was really nice meeting you, Daisuke, but I have somewhere else I need to be.
Oof, man, that's a big oof.
But yeah, and then after that we got Sword Isekai. Well, I watched it,
Mm.
and then you put it on your weekly. So I'm intrigued enough to keep watching. So, I probably at this point will watch it and see how it goes. I don't think I'll watch it weekly though. I don't think it's that interesting enough for me to keep me hooked, but I'll have to see. Because I feel like if I'm really that interested in the story, I'll just go back and read the manga, to be honest.
Yeah,
Instead of
that's
just
true.
watching the whole anime.
Yeah.
And then the top of 50-50 is Blue Lock. Only because I've read stuff from the manga and it looks really, really cool, but I've been told by a lot of people that it drops.
Oof.
Or like it
Yeah,
just becomes very different.
I heard the same thing as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, like I probably won't even watch it at all, but I'm putting it 50-50 only because like it's the one that's like the most appealing to me out of the ones that isn't above that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I don't know. It is unfortunate because I've seen the art for Blue Lock. It's insane.
Yeah.
manga-
Yeah, it looks very
The
interesting.
manga art is really good, but
Damn.
hearing that the story drops off is so sad. Like, oh, okay, that's unfortunate. But and then now we actually get to the good stuff. So like, if I'm bothered, I got that one show. What's it called? You had it as well.
Yeah, the
Wu.
history one. Yeah.
Yeah, the historical one. I saw the promotional video for it, and it looks interesting enough that I'll keep going. I'll check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Legit.
Because it has been a while since I've watched anything that's like similar to this,
Mhm.
like in terms of historical. And it doesn't come off as like super romantic. Like it doesn't go that direction of like, oh, it's gonna be a romance.
Yeah, it's
history.
like it actually looks like it has some like really it's like drama and like
Yeah,
you know it's
like
gonna
the
be
whole-
serious shit.
yeah, exactly. Like the whole premise is like it looks like they're actually trying to tell a story about all these characters and like the legends and stuff like that that mentioning instead of just like it becoming like another romance story. Um, so yeah, that's why I put that on Buffett. And then I just put on top of him, bottle. I put George Fufu
Fufu Ijo.
Fufu Ijo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that on top because I read the manga already for it
Okay.
actually.
I was
So-
wondering why you have it there.
So I'm probably just gonna watch some of it just for stuff that I want to see in the anime. That's it.
Yeah, because
Um,
other than the fact that it's called More Than a Married Couple but not Lovers, it just looks like one of those like romance mangas, right? Horror mangas or
Yeah.
something. But like,
Yeah.
is there something that sets it a bit different from the others, or is it just the same?
I mean, I think this is a bit different because the premise is that like, this is similar to another show a while ago.
Like
I don't know if
Koito
you guys end up to Koito. Yeah, it's very similar to that. For this, it's so basically it's like there's couples that are paired together, as like potential lovers, and they're meant to live with each other and stuff like that, right? And the idea is that the government put this program in because they want to like promote more, Japanese people have sex too. We need more people, bro. We need more population, bro. So and then but then like the main guy, like he gets paired with a girl, and this girl was like at first they hate each other kind of thing, and he has a crush on a different girl. So like that's basically the premise, and that's how the story like goes on, and how like it's either if the guy stays with the girl he got paired with, or he follows his crush he had before that whole
Right.
event thing.
So it's just Koito Uso then.
Yeah, I mean, I think like the difference is like Koito Uso is more drama. It gets like super serious later on because I finished the manga for Koito Uso. It gets super serious, but for this one, it's more like cute. It's like it builds up just for like scenes of shipping. Basically, it's just shipping scenes of them.
Bro.
I think my
being
friend would
cute.
really like that.
Like I feel like we know certain people we know are going to 100% watch the show. I know. I have someone in my
damn
brain
it,
right
man.
now who will say they want to watch this and they're gonna tell me how good it is. That's what
Dude.
I know that for sure. I know people gonna watch this show.
It's funny
That's
because
for sure.
looking at the show, one of the first things in my brain that popped up was Nisekoi as well. I'm like, bro, fucking Nisekoi, man. Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
another thing I noticed, right, compared to all the other shows, I think this is the only high school romance anime this season as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the
Because
fuck?
the other
We've had so
funny
much.
part,
Yeah.
Like,
the
yeah.
other ones are all harem shit. That's why, and they're all like weird ass settings and stuff. This is the only.
And the only other rom-coms, Urase Yatsura, can you even consider that as a
Uzaki-chan season 2 is really
Uzaki-
season 2, I guess.
But
but-
Uzaki is in
Like-
uni though.
yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah,
yeah. Yatsura technically is one, but it is like an OG, and I don't put in the same tier.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
yeah.
another run of the mill. Yeah.
It's weird because, like, what, 2 seasons ago we had, like, 6 high school romances, now we only have 1 high school romance, so I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, yeah. I guess this season they're just like no high
No
school.
romance. No high school.
No high school.
So, like, default, this
Wait.
might be, like,
Wait, hold on.
most, like, high school romance you can get.
Iruma-kun,
Yeah.
bro. Iruma-kun.
Yeah.
That shit's high school.
I mean, it's funny because like the other high school shows are literally the most hyped ones. Because it's like Mob Psycho 100 is a high school show.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Chainsaw
true,
Man's in high school.
true.
Those are the so.
But it's
Yeah,
not,
I
like,
mean-
like, not romance, though, like, you know what I
Not
mean.
romance. Yeah.
yeah, not a lot of that.
It just seems like, wow, there's only 1. Usually there's, like, 3 or 2, I thought.
Yeah. I don't know. This season's kind of weird. I guess. It
So
kinda
many
seems weird like
sequels!
that.
There's so
Yeah, I
many.
mean,
Yeah.
there is actually so many sequels. I think half of all our list is just sequels. I swear. Yeah, but that's if I'm bothered out of the way. And then Watch Weekly. Yeah, we pretty much described it. Eminence of Shadow. I'll check it out because I'm up to date with the manga, and then I'll just check out if it gets good or not, if it adapts it well or not. And then after that, I got one other isekai. I put only because I read the manga for this one right now. So, and it's basically about a beast tamer. So it comes off like as super generic harem stuff.
What the fuck, Jan? What is that? You just plugged the device in the audio jack?
Oh, dude, it's like my computer froze up.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Yeah. But what's cool about this show is that like the cover looks like he just gets bitches, right? And then he just builds a harem. But honestly, I think the reason why I kept around the show is I just like the protagonist, and his powers are actually pretty cool. Like because he's a beast tamer, his whole thing is like in that world, beast tamers are not that good. Like it's like a trash class. Like it's just like most beast tamers can only control like the most basic creatures in the whole world.
Pokemon Ranger.
Yeah,
It's
but
Pokemon basically.
but he's cracked because he can control multiple creatures in the world, and then he can use them both to coordinate attacks and stuff.
He's OP.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
But
doing
he's
double
not really.
battles,
Yeah, he's doing double battles. No. Yeah, but I just kept watching the show, reading the manga because I'm just interested in like when the main character has fights and stuff, because like he is a beast tamer, so he can't fight himself. Like he needs like his creatures to like help him out and stuff like that. And then the girls are just like they're basically just different adventurers or like people with different species that he's met, and then they like go on adventures and stuff basically. Yeah.
Okay. Because I looked at the series, I read the synopsis. It was like, oh yeah, Beast Tamer kicked out of Heroes Party. I'm like, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of those stories because because it's just like, oh yeah, they do their own thing, but then they don't really make an impact or anything. They just try to live a slow life or some shit. And it's like, bruh. But then I watched the trailer and I'm like, okay, he leaves the party, immediately gets paired up with one of the strongest beasts alive. Okay, GG's. Like,
Yeah.
right?
Like
So,
it's basically just like the most basic, like in terms of storytelling, it's like a basic isekai, and then it just does consistent. That's it. It just stays consistent.
Okay.
And that's just enough for me. Like it's not
No.
like downright bad, and it's not like amazingly good. So that's why I'm just gonna keep watching it. It's like comfort. I think it's comfort show for me this season. Basically, I'm just gonna watch it just because I know what happens already, and it's fine.
Yeah. Cool.
And then top of weekly, Urase Yatsura. I'm familiar with Urase Yatsura because I've actually seen the old ass show already, but it's a remake, so I don't know if it's gonna age well or not. So I hope like they do it in a way where it's like they give it a twist, so maybe it's a bit more interesting for new viewers. If not, it's honestly like I don't know how to say it, guys, but like it's like the OG, right? It's gonna be trash. It's gonna be like crap because everything else has been done already now. So I don't know how if Urase Yatsura is gonna really do well as a remake. If it's gonna be exactly as it is from back then, I don't know. I think like the story gets interesting later, but it's like, from what I remember, it's like way later though. A lot of the beginning is just basic rom-com stuff, to be honest with you guys. It's like the OG. So I don't know, and like because it is the OG, it's gonna have every single trope imaginable. Because he created all of it. So I don't know. Just have to see if it turns out good or not. But I have like a soft spot for Urase Yatsura because I've seen that show alongside other shows back then, like Ranma Half. I watched Ranma Half alongside this show.
Dude, I love Ramen Half. I think I've watched every episode of Ramen Half.
Bro, I love Ramen too, bro.
No, Ranma Half, Ranma Half.
Dude,
what was it? I even watched the live action Ranma Half. But like, yeah.
Wow, that's
there's a live action.
There's like a special episode of live action Ranma Half. Yeah.
Wait, so what do they do when the guy swaps gender?
Oh,
it's just actors, bro. What do you mean?
Just different actors. Fun fact: the female actor is also the wife of Hoshino Gen.
Oh shit! What?
Yeah, she also plays that main character for that married drama that everyone. The fucking that song. the main character for that.
Oh, Une no naka ni aru mono. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Akane. She played Akane. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
I
yeah.
bet. Yeah.
That is
So yeah,
crazy.
fun fact.
That is that's random. I did not know about that at all. That's crazy. Yeah, and then hyped. Let's go. Spy
Yeah.
Family 2. It's dog
Dog,
time, baby.
dog, dog,
The
dog.
dog.
Oh my
Dog.
god. Woo!
Dog. Yeah. I'm already hyped for Spy Family, but I'll be even more hyped if it adapts the arc that I want them to adapt. I don't know how far it's gonna go.
Give me hints because I
But
am an Spy Family manga reader. What arc are you talking about?
Bro, I want Bolt. I want Bolt.
yeah, the cruise arc.
Yeah, well,
Dude,
I feel like if they pace it well, they could end it on that arc. Like if they pace it
Yeah.
well.
that arc is
I don't
so
know.
good.
Yeah,
That arc.
I love that arc. So if it gets adapted this season, then
We'll
it'll
see.
be really
We'll
hype.
see.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like the pacing's been pretty slow, but then again, like I haven't touched the
Dude,
first few
last
chapters came out
I mean-
way back.
Cur ended in an aquarium, like slice
Yeah,
of life episode.
Yeah.
After the last few episodes of last season, I don't understand what the pacing is like anymore now. Because
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna introduce Bond already by then, but they did a whole like filler episode basically, and then I was just
Yeah.
like, wait, what the heck?
Like,
What's
dude,
going on?
the second last episode, they showed like a freaking thing, and we were all like, "Oh my god, dog!" And then like when the new episode came out, we are like, "Wait, why
Yeah.
is there a
And then-
recap?"
it starts with a recap. Like, what? Why is there a recap in episode 12?
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if just slowing it down for maybe a confirmed season 2 or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he's in the opening. The dog's in the opening, so that means
Dog
his
is
arc
in the
has to happen now. Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, I'm gonna be more confused. I'm gonna be like, wait, are we gonna wait until the season finale just for a dog again?
Which is like 80% fillers.
Yeah, and then we don't see the dog until like episode 11. Like, oh my god. Yeah, but I don't know, but it should be hype. It should be hype. Hopefully.
Mhm.
Like I'm just hoping it was just because they wanted to they want to just change events for the last season at the end. That's all. That's why it's just weird. So then my top 2, Mob Psycho 100 season 3. Let's fucking go. Mob Psycho 100 is it's really good. It's just really solid.
Yeah, I think
Like
a lot
I don't
of
know if
people
you
would
guys have
agree
seen
with
it. Yeah.
Like you do, season 2 like blew my expectations.
yeah.
And in Crunchyroll Expo, they actually premiered 2 episodes of Mob Psycho season 3. So I
Oh,
was like,
how
wow.
was it? How was it?
I'm not gonna say anything. Just wait. You gotta wait for it.
I mean, I heard
okay.
crazy stuff like the what is it, the 10,000 frames thing. I was like, what the hell?
Wait,
what are they doing?
10,000
bro?
frames? Oh
yeah,
god.
Yeah. They were saying like one of the episodes for the show has like over 10,000 frames drawn, and I was like, what the hell? What are they doing?
You
Like-
gotta watch it, man. You gotta catch up to it. Watch 1 and 2.
Alright.
Yeah, but it's the final season, so I'm like, let's go.
Wait, final
It's
season?
season 3 final season.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I didn't.
What?
I
Is
didn't.
it?
I didn't know.
Is it
Wait.
not? I could be wrong.
Is it? I haven't.
Wait, what?
I haven't.
Mob
I haven't
Psycho
heard it.
100 ended? What?
Wow.
I think it is from what I've heard from people. I could be wrong with that. The whole don't what is it?
I'm just gonna assume that it's not ending then.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the final season. Wow.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I need to check how many episodes is being adapted, probably, and that should tell me then if it is
Okay.
the final one or not. But it is
Yeah.
really close to like the last few arcs in the manga, but I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know, but it's pretty good.
Pretty hype.
Yeah. So Wolf Cycle 100 is just solid. It's just solid. What can I say? Like, the guy who wrote One Punch Man is writing. He wrote the story, and he's been like consistently good with the story. He just gets better and better every season. And I don't know. So we'll see. And last one though, Chainsaw Man.
Ah! Oh my god, Mark, you
I
must
feel like Chainsaw Man is such a given. Like, is there any more we can say? Like,
Honestly, okay, I feel like, Jan, when we get to your turn, I feel like we should just have a small segment where we just talk about why we're so hyped about Chainsaw Man in the first place.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like I feel like it's just been growing for the past Oh, how long has it been like since Chainsaw Man ever came out?
I feel
It's like
like even last time
3 years,
we were
right?
talking about like yeah.
I feel like we're always talking about Chainsaw Man in every part of our podcast,
Yeah, I mean, Chainsaw Man, the manga came out in 2018.
and I
So it's
think
been like,
we've all been waiting for 4 years. So wait.
yeah, it's a long
Damn.
time coming. It's been a long time coming for this show. Holy crap, yeah.
And
But
part two,
if you want to have a segment for it, I'll just wait then. I'll wait into the segment then.
and
Yeah,
part
yeah.
two
I have
just
so much
came
to
out
say.
like a month ago, I think. Yeah, part
Yeah,
two of
yeah.
the manga, and
Right now,
that's been so good as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like literally one character has been so much cosplay, and there's only been one chapter of her. I was like, bro, why is there so many cosplays of her and there's only one
Yeah,
chapter?
honestly,
Yeah.
it like we've only seen her like have one or two fights only, and she already has like insane fan base and already.
Crazy.
But
Crazy,
if we're gonna
man.
have a segment for Chainsaw Man, I'll leave all my
Yeah,
comments to then,
we're
because I
gonna
have
Yeah.
so
talk
much
about
to
it.
say. I
But
have so
Oh,
much to
okay.
say about that.
Okay,
finally.
before we get to my tier list, guys,
Uh-huh.
because we made this a week ago, I've been looking at the anime my list. They actually updated and added more stuff to it. And there's two animes that does look like I didn't put in. One is called When I Flops. It looks just like a simple, slice of life girls anime. But the other
Oh
one
no,
is
Uh,
yeah.
Arknights. Apparently, it's gonna be an Arknights anime this next season as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
I looked at both of them, I think. And I'm
So,
like, nah.
do we have any thoughts on those? Nope. Are we all good?
When I flops, I'm not watching. Arctites maybe, maybe.
Arknights, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
I
for
don't
people
know.
that we missed out, we apologize. Yeah.
Wait, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
just gonna quickly read Lenai Flops real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it. I'll
Quickly
go.
read. It's literally just four girls on a cover, bro. What else could you expect? What are you expecting,
Oh
bro?
wait, no, I saw the trailer for this. Nah, this looks like hot trash. I'm not watching this.
What was Annie chat? Annie chat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it
Yeah,
does,
look
dude.
at-
It's actually dude, it even has a typical best friend, dude. What is this
Okay.
show, man?
Okay, is my list up? Is it up? Is it up?
Yep, it's up. It's up.
Yeah,
It's up. It's up. It's
yeah.
up.
Okay. Yeah, just soak it in, guys. Soak it in.
Oh,
Soak it in.
dude, not
Soak it in.
even Pui Pui more covers, bro.
Look how down it's so down here. But I may move Kona a bit up because after what you guys said.
It's okay, dude. He's interested in the ASMR show more
Oh
than the
my
Pui
god,
Pui show.
dude, just like me, for
I was reading
real.
I was like reading the synopsis, I was like, wait a minute, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I feel like this I don't know if you can see my mouse.
Yeah, I see
but
it. Yeah,
Futoko no Guild, I feel like that's the hentai anime of the season for some reason. You know, it's like a converted anime.
I've seen
Yeah.
the trailers for that show. They they're not very covert about it.
Yeah, so we really get a lot of memes from this anime purely from the horn dogs
But I'm
of
telling
weebs.
you,
Yeah.
it's like actually gives off Issue Circle Reviewers vibes. Like literally, it's
Yeah,
called.
so-
What's the English title? I think the English title is literally
Oh,
called.
Immoral
Guild
Blood.
of Depravity.
Yeah, it's called. Oh no, it's called Immoral Guild. That's the official name for it. Immoral Guild.
Fuck, man.
Like, bro.
Immoral
I'm gonna just quickly go through this. Like, oh, you can see the isekai thing is here. I'll put it there. I'm the villainous, so I'm taming the final boss was kind of interesting to me. This
Dude,
romance kind of
Yeah.
interesting to me as well. What was this one? This one is the
It's the four
yeah.
people with secrets. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I've watched the
Trapped.
first season of To Your Eternity, so I may watch this. But then again, this last arc was like I got kind of turned off. This one, it's OG. It's OG. Maids. I just love maids. I actually didn't watch part one of Tiger Buddy 2 yet.
Bro.
So
You need to get closer to your mic.
like,
You need
catch
to
up.
get closer to your mic.
Oh,
Your
sorry,
mic.
my bad.
Yeah, all
My
good.
bad.
Yeah.
How's that? All good?
That's better.
Okay.
That's much better.
Yeah, maybe just skip to watch it weekly. Top Team Epic. Yeah, I like to turn off my mind sometimes. DIY. It's DIY. I think I chat about it. Daru. Sports anime. Yeah, Blue Lock. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in it, but kind of not because I did read some of the manga, And I did kind of prefer Iwashi
Jan,
from last season.
hold on. Let me just stop you for a second. Your mic quality is kind of scuffed right now.
Is it super low? Is it bad?
It's not super low. It's just like it's a ruse. It's like you're always
Mumbling?
speaking like this all the time. Like
Oh, sorry. Good.
yeah,
I'm just laying back. Let me sit up straight.
yeah. Sit up straight, bro.
Okay,
Sit up
how's
straight.
that? How's that?
That's so much better. Keep
So much
talking.
better.
Keep talking about your
My
anime
bad.
stuff. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1,
Yeah.
2,
That sounds
3.
good. That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go. Yeah, Blue Lock. I think I just prefer the story of Ayashi, last football anime.
Yeah.
My Hero Academia. I'm not that hyped for it because I feel like the manga is kind of
But you're
dying
still
off.
watching it weekly, huh?
Yes, I am. I feel like it's like a chore for Jan. I just watch it weekly
Yeah.
anyway.
Damn.
Yomushi Pedo. I like Yomushi Pedo. It's about cycling. This is my sports outing for the season. I gushed about Imaoka, like I do that. Spy Family, I didn't put a hype because I think these four are more hype, and I guess because I've been reading Spy Family since the beginning, it's like, oh, I kind of know what happens.
That's
That's
perfectly
honest.
fair.
That's honestly fair, knowing that you have Bleach up there, because Bleach is insane. They're bringing back the final arc. That's actually cracked. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. The animation.
Going straight to Bleach, like, yeah, no one had thought that Bleach would actually come back. Literally, the anime had ended 10 years ago. The manga had ended 10. Like, there's literally no reason for Bleach to come back. But I guess it's so popular. Like, the game, I've been playing the mobile game, I think from 2015 to like 20 for 5 years. And I know it had a huge community. Maybe that helped out. But no, everyone was shocked when Bleach, the final arc was coming out. Yeah, no, I have to watch it.
Yeah. I think the team that's doing it is pretty passionate about Bleach as well. That's also why. Like, there was talks about bringing it in behind the scenes because they really wanted to adapt it again. I don't know.
I'm hoping that if Bleach does well, right, we may get like other Shonen Jump mangas that ended, like another continuation. Cop Cop, Kyoto Hitman Reborn. Please just develop that final arc, guys. I just want to see it. Please.
Everyone.
But yeah, no, there's like so much other Jump mangas that ended that never got its final season. So
Jeez.
yeah, no, I'm hoping for the best. As you can see, Gundam's there. Yeah, I love kind of Gundam. I don't really watch the original series, but I watch Seed Destiny, Double O, Orphan Blood. I love all the extra stuff. And this one, like, female protagonist with Yaosobi, I'm like, oh shit, I'm interested. And you also got the same guy who written Code Geass, the plot for Code Geass, so I was like, oh shit, maybe the story might be good as well. But yeah, no, that's my hype. Mob Psycho, I think that's a given. Me and Daisuke have so much taste, like, that 10,000 frame episode is. I'll probably jizz in my pants when I watch it.
Nice.
You guys. But no, I love Mob Psycho, guys. Like, wow. Season 2 just blew my mind. Like, usually, season 2 animes, like, kind of like meh. But, nah, they really brought it up. So I'm keen for season 3. And I'm like, surprised this might be the final season as well. So
I just
I
checked.
don't
It
know.
probably is.
Wow.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's
Hopefully it does
adapting the
well.
final arcs.
Wow.
Holy shit. And then when that finishes, I can just watch the whole thing. Damn.
Dude.
But
Yeah, and I guess
That's
that's
it.
my list, guys. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if there's anything else about your list I would talk about, it's probably the villainous one.
Oh yeah. It
The
popped up to it.
Because it's just like, okay, so you have a villainess who's like, oh no, I'm gonna get a bad ending. So what she does, she goes to the fucking demon lord that tries to fucking like seduce him or some shit. I'm like, this sounds fucking trash.
I don't know. I feel like I'm like, oh, maybe it could be cute, like the Sleeping Princess anime. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like I didn't expect to
I
like
think-
the Sleeping
guess-
Princess
I think
anime.
Princess is literally like her
It's-
leaving the castle and then going back in again and then leaving it.
Yeah,
but
but
this
like-
one like
Yeah.
seems like there's like the generic run of the mill setup. So I don't know.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. Because like Sleeping
Yeah.
Princess is I'm pretty sure it's promoted as like a really comfy, like cutesy anime, where it's
Yeah.
just her doing like stupid shit. But like this anime is just like, oh, villainous. She's gonna die. What do? Go to Demon Lord, seduce him. Yo, seduce
But
Demon
like,
Lord.
I think a lot of these like, I think another reason is like you can see. Look, if you watch Watch It Weekly and Hype, there's like 11 animes. I'm like, that's a lot of animes, guys.
Fuck, man.
I can't.
Yeah, let's be honest. You're not gonna
Like,
watch all that shit, man.
I am though. That's what's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna watch. Like I usually watch around 10 animes per season
that's
anyway.
hell you're walking into.
I know, but sometimes I just turn off my mind and like keep it in the background while I'm doing stuff. It's
I
like,
can't.
you know.
I've talked about this. I can't. I have to concentrate on whatever I'm watching. Otherwise, I feel like I'll miss out on something that like.
Honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna skim, like My Hero Academia to Pop Team Epic. Honestly, like between these
Watch
four, I'm
them
just
both
gonna
at the
skim
same
it.
time.
I'm just like fast, like speed runner or something because like, yeah.
As Jason does it, 2 times speed. Or
Because
1.5.
like even though the arc isn't as good as like the previous arcs from My Hero Academia, it's like some is like, oh, I want to see this specific scene. That's it, really. Yeah. No.
Okay, you know what? There's 2 things we can talk about because now we've basically finished our list. This is what we basically think about the new season.
This guy wants to... You want to talk about licorice?
Okay, 3 things.
You want to talk about licorice?
3 things.
Because he's been ranting since we finished it.
Dude.
Oh really?
It's
Wow.
It's so garbage.
He's been ranting about it.
Dude, it's so fucking garbage. Like
he won't.
You hate it. Wow.
Okay, so
he won't live it down. He won't live it down.
One of my favorite things when watching anime is like when I see bullshit, I always have to point it out because I'm like, I'm not gonna let bullshit go, right? Because I hate when it happens, especially if it's in an anime that I like, well, initially liked. So let's talk about Licorice briefly because for the first 8 episodes, it's basically them just being like, oh, we're in a shop, we have Takina and Chisato, they do cute things together. And then it's just like, yeah, it's very nice. They're best friends. But and then suddenly in one of the episodes, it took a turn. And we're like, okay, so it's gonna go serious now. And then this is when the show gets fucking dog shit. Right?
Wow.
This is when they unload all the dog shit. Because things stop making sense. Every character that's supposed to be somewhat intelligent just become fucking 0 IQ. And the shit that happens in the final few moments in the anime just stop making sense. The fights just basically, as Daisuke describes it, become the rule of cool, where it doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense as long as it's cool, it flows. But that doesn't flow with me. Fuck that. Fuck that. I could right now just make a list, rewatch the fucking episode and make a list on everything, but I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna say instead is that it's very disappointing. In fact, the best scene out of the entire final few episodes is when the guy with the cane was confronting his boyfriend and the other woman.
There's yaoi as well. There's yaoi in this anime as well, man.
But that's fucking stupid when that is the best scene of the final few episodes because that shit was badass. But there was okay. You know what? I'm gonna talk about one specific example. So, spoilers, because let's be honest. After this, you wouldn't want to fucking watch Licorice Recoil, okay? So, in one of the episodes, the main villain, right? The thing is, he was quote unquote defeated when someone shot a bazooka right next to him, exploding a car, which he was right next to, by the way, and it threw him into the water. So he didn't get injured. Plot armor. Okay, we'll let it go for now. In one of the final episodes, it's found out that he's a gifted, just like Chisato, right? Chisato's thing, she can dodge bullets when she sees like her opponent's movement because her reaction speed is just that fucking cracked. What's his thing? He has exceptional hearing. Okay, fair enough. You know, that's a pretty cool power to have. What the fuck would have happened to his ears if he was right next to a car and it exploded right next to him, throwing him into the fucking water? Right? Let's think about that for a fucking second. Like, wouldn't his ears would have fucking popped then? He would have no ears, right? And you think, okay, but maybe he can turn this ability on and off. Well, guess what? Chisato fired a gun right next to his ears, which immobilized him for a few seconds, which is how they defeated him. Okay, like, if you're gonna do this shit, stay consistent, man. Like, why did you have to make him be right next to the car when you could have him be like a few meters away and then get caught in the explosion? Like, he would have still done the same thing. Why did you have to do this stupid shit? Where it seems like he's died, but oh, he just fell in the water. But later on, it's just like, it pisses me off, right? Okay? Like, I just do not like when things are inconsistent because it really shows the flaw in the story and how the writers don't give a shit about details. And as I said, there's no point. Oh, well, I didn't say this, but I'm going to say it now. There's no point in being pissed about an anime that's already bad, that's doing bad things. What's to get pissed about is when an anime was doing good and then they unload the dog shit. Because all of the potential is just being thrown in the garbage. It's being recycled somewhere else, man. Like, and that's like one of like the 50 things I can, well, not that many, but exaggeration, but one of the many things I could talk about. But I'll just end it from that.
Yo, I gotta disagree with Dawu though. I didn't think it was dog shit at all. I'm like, oh, it's okay. Like, the story is pretty linear. I love the character designs. You know, I watched it for animation, and I don't really focus on those small things. I'm like focusing more on the relationship between the two girls. Really, that's like what my main focus was, and I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, I like the relationship. I thought it was cute. I like the chemistry, and yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't think it's dog shit level. I was like, wow.
Like, I will say the first episodes is like 8 out of 10, and the latter is like 4.
Yeah,
Four.
I really feel like Licorice Recall is like, for me, it's like at its best when it was at the cafe. Like, everything was like really good when it was mainly focused on like the odd jobs they would have on the side.
Yeah.
While at the cafe, because like there's the balance of like comedy and like action that was really good, and even the dialogue. I think the dialogue between the characters in the cafe was so solid. But then like I feel like maybe because A1 Pictures had like time constraints or something, or like they didn't get more episodes for the show. But like the last 4 episodes, they just rushed it. It was like crazy rush. Like I kind of like I feel like a lot of what happens in the end of the show is like kind of nothing, basically, because like you don't know much about Majima as a character at that point yet. Like, you don't know his main motivation, and when you do know his motivation, it's not as like strong as like Chiz, because like you're comparing, like, the conflict is basically between him and the 2 girls, right? And I think the 2 girls' stories is so exceptional already, right? So when you have their story being them, like, so interesting, so it's like, and you have the whole dynamic of like, was it Takina wants to save Chisato because of like her heart failure and stuff, right? Majima's just like, I'm gonna commit terrorism, brother. You know, I hate licorice, bro. I hate licorice. and then he does like the licorice, like he does it. He like tells the public, right? He reveals their secret. They exist, guys. The licorice is real. The One Piece is real. And they're like,
does it get any higher?
I don't know,
any
man.
higher?
I don't know about that one.
And then like the show makes a huge deal out of it. But like, honestly, in my opinion, I think I gotta rewatch the show, honestly, because when I was watching that scene, I just had no idea. I was like, wait, what's the problem with this? I don't like. What? Why are people? Why is this a bad thing? Why is it a bad thing if they know that high school girls are doing like assassination jobs? I don't understand. Like, what's the problem?
They never, like, because Majima always implied that Licorice has done some dark shit.
Yeah, like they have some insane, terrible past or something.
But they never
then,
explained anything about it.
Yeah, a lot of it is just like the people at the higher ups being like shady. That's it. We just know they're shady. We don't know what they've done though.
But also another thing I didn't like a lot is Majima kept saying saying basically on the lines of, "We are two sides of the same coin, Chisato." Like, no, you're not. You're really not. Like even remotely the same.
Yeah.
It's like when they do things like that, it's just like, bro, are you okay? Like, it's because we don't know enough about Majima for him to make this comparison in the first place. Like, what is he comparing himself to like that?
Yeah.
Right?
I really feel like if they dropped the whole like government licorice crazy stuff, then the story, the last episode would have been so much better if it was only just about Mr. Yoshi's like plan to get Chisato to kill him. Like, because that whole conflict was fine. Like, that's great actually. But it's undermined by like all this other crazy stuff that's happening that I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
the thing about Chisato's heart was like it was actually really interesting because it involves one of the main characters' survival, right? So when you have this, like, they made a huge deal out of it. He was just like, because like the guy was just like, Chisato, you have to kill me to get the heart. And she was like, no, but I don't want to kill people. But like, so they made a huge deal out of it. And in the end, he got away, but he got shot by the teacher, right? Yeah. Like, the teacher was like, I'm going to do this sacrifice play. See you, bro.
Yeah.
But
okay, so, wait, argue against like the whole Majima thing. I thought his main plot was to reveal the truth of the Licorice because he didn't want how like the country, they think they're so perfect, but there's actually shadows running it.
Okay. It's basically like the basic like,
and the coin thing was because they're both raised by the, what's it called? There's something system. They're like, the owl.
The same system that gives them the gift.
So they're basically, that system is trying to pursue that. Oh, you guys have a purpose in life. You follow that purpose. So Majima was being just a terrorist, and the girl was being an assassin. And I think I thought that's what they were referring to.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, but
I mean, that's what I was like thinking the same thing. I just think like when Majima gets to the fight with Chisato, it feels so weird. What's happening? Like what's going on is like not as strong as what I thought. Because it really feels like I can't like agree with Majima in any form, any sort of way at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because like Chisato's like whole character is so strong compared to him that it's like oh, I don't know why I should care what Majima thinks, because Chisato's like whole goal is so much more like of a overarching like what's it called? What is it? Yeah. It's much more built all over than like Majima, where Majima only gets like a bunch of flashbacks.
Another thing about the two sides of the same coin thing is, yes, I get it. You both came from the same creator, but you usually you make characters only say that kind of stuff when the villain's like, you're basically trying to do the same thing as me, stop being hypocritical, kind of thing, right? But they're not trying to accomplish the same thing. Their ideals are nowhere near the same. The things that they do and the way that they do it is nowhere near the same. So that's why, like, it feels like they kind of made him say that line just because he can. Like, it's a cool thing, like... But, like, in the end, no. Like, they're not...
Honestly, I think what could have been a fix for this would be they should have had the whole, like, Mr. Yoshi confrontation where he, like, presumably dies, and then have the fight of Majima and Chisato right after, and then having Majima specifically tell Chisato that, hey, I heard about how you just killed the guy who, like, saved you. That means I guess we are the same. Like that would have been a good opportunity for him to bring up that line at that point, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's showing that, Chisato as a character is like, you always go on about saving people and not using like live bullets. Well, guess what? I heard that you just killed the guy who like saved you. Like I was like, that would have been a good way to have Majima like have a one up over Chisato. You know what I mean?
It'd be
But
genuinely interesting.
That doesn't happen. Yeah.
But
Like
yeah. Oh yeah.
then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, but pretty much like it just has the fight and everything just wraps up nicely, and I'm just like, oh, I thought the whole public was angry about the licorice thing. Like,
Yeah.
I guess,
that kind of got wrapped up too easily. I
yeah,
guess.
like
Yeah.
like the like it's just announced on the screen going like, it was actually a prank, bro.
Yeah, like
That didn't-
legit.
It wasn't real.
And like
It wasn't real.
someone died from a licorice too, if you remember from earlier on. So like,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
they gonna
yeah.
fucking cover that shit up?
Yeah. This is a
Right.
prank, bro. It wasn't real.
It wasn't
Oh,
real.
okay.
But the guy,
My-
like, there's
my
a
bad.
stretcher, there's an ambulance and everything, and they're just like, yeah, this is a prank, bro. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man. But
Yeah.
what's it called? Also, like, the fact that also talk about wrapping up too nicely. The teacher killed the guy, like, to get the heart for Chisato, right? So Chisato can keep living. The fact that Chisato never questioned how he got this heart is such a mystery to me. Because
I mean, I
they know that there is only one heart left, and it's on the guy.
Didn't he say that? Oh, Yoshi lied, and it was in the suitcase instead.
Yeah. He said that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think what would be interesting though is that if they do a second season, that could be the whole overarching plot of the second season.
Oh, yeah.
Having like Chisato suspect Takina the whole time now, because like she doesn't know to trust if what they said was actually true, or they actually just literally killed him and then took the heart out of him and then gave it to her. That actually would be a good
Oh yeah.
story to have Chisato, because Chisato will have to live with the fact that someone died for her to keep living.
Mhm.
But I don't know. We'll see then. But definitely, Licorice Recoil though, it's like it's a good show, but it fumbled at the end. It just fumbled a bit at the end.
I would agree that the final could have been better, but I don't think it would be dog shit though. Like I think I would disagree.
Yeah,
but-
I don't think it's dog shit
No,
either.
I wouldn't.
Jan, you heard me. I said the
Yeah,
first
no.
8 episodes is an 8 out of 10, but the rest is dog shit. Right?
I think it's kind of okay. I'm like, it's okay. I'm not hating. I'm like, I thought like, okay, they're trying to wrap it up. They only have 4 episodes left.
Yeah.
I honestly mainly enjoyed the chemistry between the
Yeah.
4 girls.
I mean,
I love the lolly hackers all the way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
dude, come on.
I think I
Could've
kind of
been great.
expected it. I think I could.
Yeah.
I think I just expected it. Like when the whole political Majima thing came in around episode 10, I was like, oh no.
But,
I don't think
Majima
they
was
have
like
time.
a fly in the wall. Maybe Mr. Yoshi should have been the main villain, if anything.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I was like, they don't have enough time for this. I don't think they have enough time to wrap this all up. There's too much stuff happening. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if like I have one thing to say, just the one thing I hate the most when watching an anime is lost potential. That's why I'm so harsh when a show goes so bad. Is because it could have been like a show that people would have kept talking about if only they managed it properly. Right? If they directed it properly. It could have been an amazing show. 8, 9, easily. But because
I
of
kind of like the Mika part though. How he was like a father to the end. He wasn't planning to be a father, but then like
oh
you
no,
know,
like I said,
Chisato grew on him.
if anything, yeah, he was a really
Yeah.
cool character. I love the relationship between Takina and Chisato. They're really cute.
Yeah.
They're totally just best friends.
Yeah. Like I just gotta reiterate, like it just really feels like they just tripped at the finish line. They just tripped. That's it. Because
Yeah,
like
fair enough.
they had so much stuff already built up that's already good enough, but they added the whole like political like drama at the back end, and then I was like, oh, I think they should have like developed this a bit more in the early episodes, because they kind of just like they have to just like
Yeah.
explain everything by the end of
I,
it.
I need the poop bread episode. That's such a good episode.
Oh yeah,
the
the
proof.
poop
The
parfait.
poop bread,
Bro,
poop bread was peak
listen.
episode, man.
Dude, no. Shut up. The boxer episode was the best episode, bro. Boxer episode, peak episode, bro.
Peak
Oh, yeah.
episode was the best episode. When they dated, that's the best one.
Yeah, true. You know what?
Yeah.
Universally agreed. I'll put my vote for that one. The date episode.
No. Literally the episode where he like the one with the fucking cake thing, the shake.
Yeah, the poop bread.
That's actually the best
man.
episode. Actually, unironically, is the best episode. like there's so many things in that episode. I'm just like, bro. What is it? Fucking.
Sakana.
I needed more Yoshi and Mika, man. I needed more Yaoi. I'm like, bro.
Bro, I needed more Takina and Chisato, man.
Nah, I needed more Takeda saying Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
I needed more Kurumi fucking bursting out of the closet and doing a backflip,
man. I need more lolly hacker.
No, but like unironically, that is actually one of the best episodes though, because like it has like so much like comedy and stuff happening, and then it ends with them at the bench, and it's like, oh, it's not snowing, and it's like, oh, that's a shame. We'll have to come back here next time, and I'm like, hey, that's a good scene.
Yeah, it's so cute.
And then next episode starts with like Chisato getting just like kidnapped, and I'm like, bro.
Actually,
you know what's weird though? A lot of that is community backlash, but not for the plot. The community backlash was not enough Yui. Just not enough Yui.
I read
where's the kiss? Where's the kiss, man?
Yeah, I read about this morning actually. Like, I'm so surprised how much hate the anime got simply just because it didn't finish with them dating or something like that.
Oh my
like, literally,
god.
That was an actual complaint. Dude. Yeah.
Okay, like, come on, we all knew this was Yuri bait when we started watching.
It's just Yuri bait, yeah, for sure.
But I didn't expect people to actually like get angry that it didn't finish as a Yuri. That's so crazy.
Like I've seen Yuri bait. I think this Yuri bait does well. They do it well.
They do it
like
really
wholesome.
well.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Like, you could actually legit believe that they're just best friends.
Yeah.
They're fucking.
Yeah. They're best friends.
No, that fuck, dude. There's like two R18 figures of them being Yui. There's legit. Yeah, I saw an article like, oh, there's a unofficial R18 figure of both Shisato and the other guy. I keep forgetting her name.
Takina.
Shisato and Takina, both like naked together. I was like, okay.
Wait. All the haters who didn't like the Yuri ending, just buy the figure.
Yeah, get the $400 figure, man.
Dude,
$400. It's only $400.
Yeah.
It's canon, dude. It's canon.
Yeah, solve your issues with money. You did. Answer. That's your ending, bro.
Not gonna lie, the
society.
At Crunchyroll Expo, there was a lot of them.
I mean, yeah.
I was very tempted to get one. I was like,
you gotta get one, bro. You gotta next time, bro.
Next
time.
I feel like the reason people got into Licorice in the first place was because of the Yuri. Let's be
for sure.
100%. 100%. I mean, for me,
dude, it's Yuri done well. It's Yuri done well.
Yeah, I mean, for me, because I was just hooked as soon as the first thing I saw was guy walking on the park about to stab someone, and then Chisato shoots him in the head and knocks him out and puts him in the fucking bush. I was like, let's go. High school girls committing his main crime.
I feel like they really kind of hinted the Lily Bell. Like, is there gonna be a Lily Bell spinoff? Like, I feel like they were hinting a bit.
They literally introduced Lily Bell just as a fucking plot point.
Like, even at the end of the episode, there's like even a phone call. I'm like, oh, it's the Lily Bell thing. I'm like, are they like trying to like push for a spin-off or something? I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather have a season 2 of just Chisato and Takina mainly, but whatever.
Bro, this guy doesn't like boys, bro.
I mean, I don't think Lilybell honestly is that interesting in any ways based on what they showed us. Because all they did was basically like, there's another group. Full of boys, like,
there's only one guy that stand out at most.
Like I said, it's just a plot point. It's literally just a plot point.
And then episode 11, they're like, the Lilybells will now kill all the Licorices, and we will win this battle. And then the guy's like, they're losing or something, and he's like, we must retreat. This is the optimal decision. And he just leaves.
You can tell he was simping. He was simping for Shisato. Like, you can tell.
Bro, only Takina can simp for Chisato, bro.
He's a Licorice Recoil fan. You can't blame him, bro. He's a Licorice Recoil fan.
He sees Chisato is like, fuck, I ship you with Takina, bro. You know what? I'm just gonna leave, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna retreat. This is the optimal
strategy.
He just leaves.
But yeah, okay. You know, Jan talking about Lolly, man. I think that's a perfect way to transition into Edge Runners, bro. let's talk about edge runners for a bit.
I was edge running all the way.
I was running.
I was
On the
running in my
edge,
fields.
Yeah.
I was running in the fields.
But yeah, I watched it yesterday, and legit, it was. Yeah, no, it gave me that kind of feeling where I watch a really good anime and I'm like,
Sad.
God damn.
Empty.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie though. Not gonna lie though. Hot take. First episode, I thought they were pushing a bit too much to make me feel sorry for this guy. He's like, oh shit, he's poor. Oh shit, his mom just died. Oh shit, like I feel like it was pushing too much.
I didn't really feel like that.
I thought it was pushing a bit too much.
I think it was fine, but I can totally understand your view. Cause how the story is, they just want to get things like started.
Yeah, done. It's like a bit
It really feels like that, doesn't
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Cause like the middle of the show, it's like basically months in terms of real time, right? And then episode 7 is like an actual full year time skip. It's insane how they did that in 10 episodes.
Oh, I enjoyed that, but I guess maybe
fine.
because episode 1 starts your pace, so it kind of builds your expectations in a way.
Like what I'm saying is like they probably did that because they wanted to like just get things running, like rolling.
Yeah, I think
later.
I honestly think they did it really well because it transitioned in very well why he wanted to use I can't pronounce the fucking thing. What's it called? Sevista.
Sevista.
Yeah, Sevista. So I think that's fine. In fact, I think the pacing for the entire show, it just kept flowing. There was no stops, but it never felt like you were overloaded with information.
Trigger anime, man. Trigger.
No, honestly, Edge Runners.
Yeah.
I feel like is one of the best trigger shows they've done in recent. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think like the stuff they've done prior has been kind of like okay.
Kind of you probably know why, because they didn't end it with an alien evasion. So it's like,
no alien invasion. You say that?
Bro. They should put dinosaurs, bro. They put dinosaurs.
You say that? But like the final episode felt so trigger because there was a fucking final boss in it as well, even though it's not aliens.
Yeah, out of nowhere, it's just Atom Smasher.
I mean, to be fair, they actually did introduce him earlier as well, but just not in person.
They mentioned him as big wanted.
I actually love Adam Smasher actually plays an important role in the game apparently, and so people got into the game and just like, why did you do this to Rebecca?
Yeah. Because Adam Smasher is a character from the game, so then. If you watch the show, then you play the game. Then
I probably should say there's gonna be spoilers for like, but for Licorice,
it's too late for that.
But like I said, for Licorice, we don't care. For this, I guess whatever. Yeah.
So I wanted to look more into Adam Smasher, right? So there's this video which summarizes him, and you know how sometimes YouTube videos shows what's the most replayed part? Guess what was the most replayed part for the Adam Smasher video?
This is the part where he kills
Rebecca,
the lolly bro.
Isn't it?
Okay, by the way, this video came out 1 year before the anime, so there's nothing to do with Edge Runner. So it's just a summary of Adam Smasher because the game did came in 2020.
Yeah,
guess what's the most replayed part is him stomping from a level 2 to level 1. It's just him falling down. I'm like, bruh, I think I know why. It's because of him falling on Rebecca. I'm like, oh my god. The fans
people play Cyberpunk and they just see Adam Smasher like just free fall from a high building and they're like,
he's like, oh, dude, why are you crying?
That's so funny. I'm like, wait, why is this the most replayed part? Oh, okay, I understand now.
God damn. But like I was talking with Daisuke just yesterday, if there's one criticism I can give, is the lack of exploration of the side characters. Like
which ones?
Every side character. I'm not even kidding. Like
you just wanted more info, is that it?
It's the fact that if we got more on the side characters, when they did stuff, when they died, would have been much more impactful, and also it would have given us like a nice break from the constant stream of the story, because there was a lot of the story, but that's not the most important part. The most important part is like, let's take Rebecca for example. Like Rebecca is honestly really freaking good supporting character. I really liked her. Like usually when you see a loli in an anime, in one of these anime, you're probably gonna be like, oh, she's gonna be annoying as fuck. But nah, she actually has this really charming, like mature big sister vibe to her when she's when
while there's like complications were killing people and shooting them repeatedly.
Yeah. But yeah,
I liked how there was like a small love interest she had with the guy. I was like, oh, that's pretty nice.
yeah, but like,
David, though.
but she started having like this like sibling relationship with David, which is like really nice. But like, you know, it felt like it would have been like I wanted more of that of them just interacting because it just felt so natural. And
I
plus,
get
it
it.
would have
They got 10
yeah.
episodes. You know, there's so much they can do.
Yeah, yeah, but if anything, like I said, this is the weakest point, but it's still not that weak. It's still actually quite strong because
Yeah.
all of the side characters are pretty good. But like for example, Main, Rebecca, I just wish I got to see more of their character so that when their scenes do happen, it actually is more impactful.
I think for like because it is 10 episodes, they really just focused on David, and then the side characters are in service, and then the side characters are in service to David. Like even Lucy is like not that big of a protagonist because Lucy serves as what is it like
a foil?
The not foil, but like she's the entire motivation for
not
David.
Gonna lie. My biggest probably problem would be I was like, oh, Lucy just seems like not normal Sundara type that, oh, okay, she's that girl character. I didn't really feel for her, to be honest. Like,
I think Lucy's character, honestly, is like she's written to be a bit more realistic than an anime character. That's why. And then it doesn't feel like so like if you try to put it in like an archetype box, she's gonna seem really generic because like her character is actually just pretty reasonable. When you really think about it, like because like when she first meets David, she's obviously gonna rat him out straight away because she doesn't know him. Like why would she care about him, right? Like like then she's not like a big titty anime high school girl who's gonna be like, oh my god, you're so nice to me. I trust you completely as a human being now, even if it's only been a single day we've met, kind of thing.
Right.
And then like there's the whole her backstory as well, where she's like, there's a reason why hacking is like a big deal to her, and she gets like literally like mental breakdown every time she does it. Like it's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy for her to do. Yeah. But then like again, like I think at the end of the day, a lot of it just goes back to David as a character.
Yeah.
Like at the end of it, the writers are probably just like we could develop Main, but it's better that the story just jumps to Main like already gained.
It's David's story, guys. It's David's
Yeah. Like having Main just immediately go from like the guy who introduced him to the guy who's like losing his fucking sanity is like it's like all for David. It's for David's character to grow by letting him die. Like Kamina bullshit, the Kamina shit. You know, it's like, a Kamina shit.
Oh yeah, I completely felt Kamina vibes with that. I was like, okay.
He's Premier, bro. He's Premier.
Mr. Premier.
He's Mr. Premier. My favorite character, Mr. Premier. But what's it called? Yeah, I felt like I really would have wanted to see more of Main for like, cause like when David went psycho basically, like you can see that a lot of his memories like old memories started surfacing, and that's like, you know, when he's going cuckoo and stuff. So like I'm really interested in the thing, like the Main's memories. Like for example, the desert thing. Why does he keep seeing the desert thing? Right? Because it seems like traumatic memories get brought up a lot more when you go psychotic.
Dude, I thought that was like a symbolism, like, oh, so we saw Main in his like old young human form, right? I thought that was showing him, oh, that's his limitation as a human. So that's why he became what he is.
I mean,
presently.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But I just wished, you know, that I
like
knew Main a bit more. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I mean, like, I think like this story is like could have easily just like had more episodes. Like if it had more episodes, they could have easily just like had episodes about each side character, honestly, and I would have just made it better. Like, but as it is now, it's already good.
I think I would want a more Lucy and David episode. I think I wanted more like how they connected.
Yeah, Lucy and David. Honestly, Lucy and David scenes are always really good. Like, because the interactions between the two are always so natural, and you can tell that they really care about each other.
Maybe I was too biased with Rebecca. I just was like low key shipping Rebecca. I'm like, Rebecca, please, your best girl.
Rebecca route. The Rebecca route.
The Rebecca route not found, dude.
I mean, I'm on the Lucy team. I'm on the Lucy team.
Oh,
I will
If I
say-
had to pick between two,
Fair enough. Fair
I'll
I'm
enough.
on the
say-
Lucy team.
Yeah, I'll say I was initially on Rebecca's team, but after seeing how like natural Lucy and David's relationship it is, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Fair
Okay,
enough,
bro.
fair enough.
Okay, bro. But I think at the end of the day, though, the show like pretty much character driven, honestly, and then
Good. It's good.
it ends with like every character getting a conclusion to like their story, and then it ends with space Lucy going to the moon,
Yeah.
and it's like
Well,
and then
I
it
was-
ends like that.
I was gonna say I didn't know what to expect, how it would end, but I knew that David was gonna meet his demise. But I didn't know if they were gonna pull any bullshit though. Which is why when I saw the ending, I was honestly really relieved because it was a very fitting ending.
Yeah.
I love this meme that one of the members did in the anime chat.
Are you gonna stream it?
I'm gonna put it up in the Discord chat probably.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Tell us-
it's
Tell us
you
about
can
it.
see it. It's the Among Us. It's
Oh yeah,
Oh my
he got
God.
to the moon, bro.
got to the moon.
Can
Wait,
we
should I put
get
you-
higher?
do you want me to put it up? I can put it up.
Put it up.
Let's yeah, that
He
is.
got to the moon, bro.
Got to the moon. Oh my
Dude, I love the
God.
soundtrack. Not gonna lie, the soundtrack got to me.
Dude,
I was like, bro.
come on, everything.
So I heard the soundtrack on Spotify before the show came out, actually.
Oh no,
Because they
okay.
already had
okay.
the playlist up,
Yeah.
and yeah, I knew songs were in the show, but I didn't know when they would be played during the show. And
Dude,
when
I
they played them in
downloaded-
the show,
Dude,
I downloaded the sad one. I like the sad one.
I'll tell
Let me see if I can
I'll
find
tell
it.
you, everything about the show is absolutely fantastic. Like, dude, animation, dude, it's Trigger. We don't even need to talk about that. The transitions are great. The direction is great. The freaking soundtrack is fucking amazing. Just everything about it. There is no downtime for Edge Runners, just like the story of Edge Runners. There is no downtime. It's just
Yeah.
constant. By the way, we can barely hear it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we can't hear it. It's too low.
Oh, no. You know what?
Yeah.
Probably get copyright strike anyway.
Dude, quickly, pause it. 5 seconds, 5 seconds.
Dude, I love that the soundtrack. I really want to say
Yeah.
it. Wow.
But yeah, that's Edge Runners, man. Solid 9 out of 10 from me.
they're definitely top 5 Trigger shows they've made. Like, so good.
And I
Actually
will
so
say,
good.
top anime of the season. I would
Yeah,
say.
for sure.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And now let's get to the meat. Chainsaw Man.
Oh,
Yeah, Chainsaw Man's good, guys. Okay, this is the
Okay,
end of
but
the.
why? But why? But why though? Why though? What to talk about?
He's a chainsaw, but a
Man,
man.
oh
He's
my
a
God. Dude.
chainsaw on his head.
And
That's
I
it.
love his other work, Fire Punch, where he punches people with fire, bro.
Dude, I love his one shots. His one shots are amazing.
Goodbye, Eri. He says
Goodbye,
goodbye to Eri. Bye, Eri. What else? has he done?
Explosion!
Explosion.
Honestly,
Explosion!
I'm still trying to. It's just it's such a good manga because it's still making me think.
Dude, the
why?
writing is so good. I love the writing. I love the perspectives they do. Like just how you view the actual manga is it's good.
Yeah, but on the fuck on the I can't speak. I'm coughing too much, bro. On the topic of Chainsaw Man, right? It's a fucking journey, man. Honestly, from what seems to be just a guy, it's just oh, look at this guy. This guy's gonna turn into a chainsaw. He's a man. He's gonna kill some demons. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
He's just like me, bro. His goal is that he wants to cop a field, bro. He's just like me, bro.
But Yeah, like already Denji as a character is just so like
Relatable.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
literally, he's just like
He's a simp, man. He's a simp.
I wanna,
the main
I just,
character, yeah.
dude, I just wanna kiss a girl, bro.
Dude.
And then Makima's just like, you kiss me. Okay,
Oh, oh.
okay, 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 okay,
Whoa,
okay,
whoa, 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 whoa,
okay,
whoa,
okay,
whoa, whoa.
okay.
Okay, you
Dude,
can kiss
the
me.
amount of people that were turned into dogs is like, oh, everyone's gonna become a dog.
Everyone's gonna be a dog for Magima.
It's like, woof, 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 woof.
Magima.
I mean, even Power like trolls Denji as well for like a large substantial amount of the show, like story, just because she's all like, I'll let you Copperfield. Oh, oh,
I love how, like,
oh.
Mappa itself, they know how good this manga is. They put in
By the
so much
way,
effort.
Despite us
It's
talking
like-
about all this, Chainsaw Man isn't really that ecchi focused. Not really.
No,
Like-
it's like full on like
Oh.
action gore, and then it even gets philosophical near the end. It's
Oh, for
crazy.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like the
But-
story kind of like it goes along quickly. It doesn't stay at a point
No,
for very
like
long.
the pacing for Chainsaw Man is like how I explain it. It's literally like if you guys seen the regular show, it's just regular show pacing.
I
Like
don't know what that means,
Wait,
to be honest.
hey, guys, do you know? Okay, so you guys know how part one's basically completed, right? Are they
Yeah.
gonna squish part one into 13 episodes or 26 episodes?
Who knows? Maybe there'll be a season 2 as well. Who knows?
Yeah,
man?
so
yeah.
I feel like it's. I don't. Is it possible to fit everything in 13 episodes? I'm
I
not
mean,
too
I
how
don't
many
sure.
think
chapters is
so.
it?
It's like
Yeah,
90
I'm-
chapters, isn't there?
Is it
In part
90?
one?
If it's 90,
Oh, it might be
I-
26 episodes then. Right?
yeah, it could be
Yeah.
26 or even 30 if they can't like
Yeah.
actually get everything done.
I hope. I
Because
hope,
I'm
the, I
thinking
hope
of
the
it like
pacing is good.
yeah, because I'm thinking of it like for example JoJo Part 4,
Mhm.
and that was like almost 92, and they're both in like Shonen Jump. So
Yeah.
I think because if like JoJo had like 30 episodes to get their stuff done, then
Because
Probably
they've
part one.
they've only confirmed that the 13 episodes can have 13 different endings. So does that mean we're not gonna get part 2 like till
Yeah.
next year? Then is that what they?
That
yeah.
makes
sense.
I mean, it's also Mappa. They have so much on their fucking plate. They have so much other shows they're doing right now. So
I
I
still
think
can't-
I'm trying to
yeah.
search
they
it
might
up.
slow down.
I
I think
still
they might slow down.
I still can't believe they're doing 13 endings, man. Like, what was the last anime that had a different ending for every single
Ah.
episode, man?
Takagi-san.
Oh my god, true! You're actually right though, holy crap.
Takagi-san.
Takagi-san, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
But
That's
like,
pretty recent too. That's like
that's
2 years
recent?
ago.
2
yeah.
years? Is that
1 year?
season
I don't know.
3? Is it season 3?
Season 2, and
Was
I
it-
think and 3 also had different endings.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, to be honest though, it's just the main it's just Takagi singing a cover of songs that already exist,
Yeah.
right? But but what about original songs? Because like the anime I can think of original songs is like freaking Monogatari series, or like Nisekoi, which is kind of funny. But what else? Like I know Inu X Boku also had something like that.
I know a lot of shows that had different EDs. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know,
some-
like in
I-
recent.
I think. Do you remember the Romeo? No,
Wait,
the
Julian?
manager.
Oh,
The manager who's also a runner. There's the Honeyworks. They did a few
Oh.
of the endings were a bit of like, hey, buy our Honeyworks shit. So,
okay.
but not
makes
each
sense,
episode
though.
was different. Not each
Okay.
episode was different. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some idol anime that had different endings purely to sell, the CDs and whatnot. But like
Yeah.
different artists, big artists as well, not just like, hey, not just a voice actor, but like big artists is like impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like, just to drop some names, man. Yoasobi, freaking, not King Nu. I'm trying to think, Kenshi Yonezu is coming back. Queen Bee, the one who
Queen
said
Bee.
Khan.
Da-da-da-da-da.
The fucking, yup.
Dude, you can literally do a Chainsaw Man wave. 1 hour Chainsaw Man
Dude,
wave.
you
That
actually
should be the
can.
events. just rave with just Chainsaw Man songs and like
Chainsaw Man songs,
that'll be big.
man.
Just hope there's no massacre killing because that also could be a possibility because of the likeliness of Chainsaw Man. Just don't host it in America, but then we'll be fine.
Bruh.
Yeah. Oh, they got Aimer. So I'm reading right now. Aimer, TK,
Yeah.
Eve,
Yup, Eve, yup.
Canaria.
Don't know who that is.
You are king. The person that you are king.
Oh, Canaria! What the fuck did you say?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, guys, there's no confirmation about like a second part, whether there's gonna continue. It's just,
Well, we'll see.
I can't find anything.
I mean, Chainsaw Man really is that popular, huh? To even get that treatment, like to even get like multiple ADs, because I feel like most shows that did get multiple EDs were mostly like slice of life shows, to be honest with you. Because I know Oremo had every single ED be different, and different artists too.
Lucky Star. Lucky Star. Yeah.
Yeah, Monogatari.
Is Monogatari slice of life though?
Technically. What, you don't catch snail girls in your spare time? You don't go chasing a girl who doesn't exist?
Oh, and sexual harass them? Oh yeah?
Whoa! Oh, I didn't say that, bro.
Bro, that's what he does, bro. That's what he does in anime, bro.
I want to stop you. That's not you.
And then the snail girl gets a glow up and sexual harasses him instead, bro.
That's not me. That's not me. wait. You don't race with the vampire girl and rip off of your body parts?
Dude, you don't shut a lolly vampire girl up by kissing her in the mouth forcefully, bro.
Oh, why do you know this? Why do you know this? Dude, I've watched most of it, and I don't remember most of those things. Why do you remember those?
The funniest thing is, I don't think I've even watched up to that part yet.
Dude, you're weird, bro.
What the fuck?
Weird, why do you remember that, bro?
I forgot just to mention a few disappointing things from last season.
Okay.
There was part-timer part 2. I dropped it, guys. I dropped it. I gave up on it. I didn't even.
It's funny because I feel like we still haven't even talked about why Chainsaw Man is so good, and we're already moving on. We're just.
It's just something I want to note in case I forget. You can still talk about Chainsaw Man. That's all.
I will quickly say, because he mentioned Devil Part-Timer, I have told Wu this, and I think the problem with season 2 is that they're adapting some of the most boring parts of the story. Because I think where it ends, from what my friend has told me, is that it ends right before a big arc. Literally. So like most of the season is them setting up and doing slice of life filler stuff. So it's like, bro.
And this might have also might not have helped because the studio that picked up, I didn't even know this, but the studio that picked it back up is a different studio that did season 1.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, bruh.
Yeah,
you can tell from the animation and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, the one thing that definitely carried season 1 is the humor. And watching the first episode of season 2, I'm like, where's the humor? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
So I am worried. I'm worried that if anything gets picked up for season 2, that's oh, this came out 10 years ago. We're gonna put season 2. I hope this doesn't happen to any other animes. You know.
I really think it's just unfortunate because the part we're up to in terms of story is some of the the biggest setup stuff. It's a whole lot of no action happening, and no big stuff because it's all set up. Having the child girl, the child in the first episode of season 2, right?
The baby.
She's super important later on, but it's all set up though at the moment. That's the problem.
Yeah, so, I honestly don't think I'm gonna finish it, honestly.
Yeah. The fact that it's only 12 episodes, and it's only gonna mainly adapt the setup arcs, I'm just gonna be oh, I think they should have given it more episodes. Maybe.
Okay. Now let's go back to Chainsaw Man. Woof.
Okay, so I feel like it's one of those things where you know how people just say, "Oh my god, this thing is so good," but they don't properly explain why. So they just get turned off whenever someone talks about it. I kind of want to avoid that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Chainsaw Man is the writing is when you just read it for the first time, it seems over the place. But when everything lines up, as arcs come in, you're like, oh wow, like he really did think about how
Yeah.
to write these characters and how all these arcs are like actually purposeful to the story and stuff like that. Like Denji's character as a manga reader, like Denji's character goes in so many different directions by the end of the whole story. Like, because there's like the pacing for each arc is like how I describe it is that by the end of each arc, every character is not the same person. By the end of it, like anyone who's involved in an arc that happens in the Chainsaw Man does not become the same person by the end of it. Like they're just different people because of what happens and stuff like that. Yeah.
I
Like,
really love the character development of one of the specific characters. I already forgot his name though, but yeah, it's just like to see his growth throughout the chapter, and then I don't want to spoil shit. I'm already spoiling shit. It's hard to explain. um, but no, the
yeah.
character development change someone's really good as well. I really love the character developments.
Yeah. Like I think for me a lot of it is like when you start the story, it comes off as like honestly a good comparison is literally just Jujutsu Kaisen. It feels like Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Where it's like Denji has like devil powers, and we're gonna make him join this whole group of team that fights the devils, bro. Now he's gonna like learn how to be friends with them and stuff. But like, without spoiling it, after that arc, everything changes.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing like what Jujutsu Kaisen does, right? He doesn't stay in a team after that whole arc. Like so many people are like in and out of the whole story by that point. And then we have like crazy arcs in the middle of the story that go off of the like track, basically.
I think what really attracts me to Chainsaw Man is just like the whole thing is just an exploration of like Denji's character, and just him learning more about the world by sinking his head into the abnormal. Like he's learning how the world works in like the most unconventional way possible, but he's still learning.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like it works though, because like Denji's whole premise as a character is that he knows nothing.
Yeah.
Like his life has been so dog shit. He doesn't know what it means to even be normal. He doesn't know the standards of living.
He's like, oh, you know how a normal shonen character is dumb, right? Like let's say Luffy or something, but Denji is just, he's straight up dumb.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be the demon king. Like, oh, I want to be the demon king. Life. He's simplified. He's simplified dumb. And I think I just love that about him.
Like, I like to use the word ignorant rather than dumb. Like, he's just so ignorant that
like he's literally like a blank slate in terms of like human decency. He has like no understanding of what it means to like
and his standards are so low. I just love it. I'm like, dude,
because like he doesn't have like literally does not have standards. Man does not have standards, bro.
Yeah, I want to be the best hero, and then
like the fact that in like the first chapter, his whole motivation is told to us, and it's just I want to live a normal life. It's just like I want decent. I want bitches and money.
Yeah,
I just want bitches and money, bro.
But like the way that he says it, it's like he doesn't go like this. I do all this to survive. Like he doesn't always say that. He doesn't make it like he just say it very like subtly, very chill. Like he's just like I just want a normal life.
I think the difference is like for characters in his position who have like understanding of what it means to like be treated right and to live in society, like their whole thing is like, yeah, I gotta do this. I'm on the grind, bro. I'm on the grind. I gotta get through this to get to the top. But for him, he's just like, I don't give a fuck if my life is exactly the same as this. I just want to be able to indulge in luxuries, like basic luxuries in life. That's it.
Yeah.
Like
I also like in each arc as well, Denji kind of has like a different perspective or view as well. He's not like one-dimensional. Like we were saying, he's kind of one-dimensional way, but like each arc, he always like looking at a different angle and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of like that as well.
Well,
like it's, if anything, it's more like he's just very simple-minded. He's just simple-minded, and then like every arc is about exploring a different aspect of life that he has not experienced yet.
And the other characters are not just NPCs. They're like you're like, oh shit, there's actual development in some characters, and oh shit, it's a Shonen Jump manga. Oh, characters may die as well, guys. So
like I think the best part about the whole story though is like as you keep going, everything just comes together, and like because like by the end of the story, you have no idea where it's gonna go. Like you don't know how it's gonna end, honestly, right? Because like so many characters who you think were gonna be important at the start are not even like around anymore. without spoiling like not spoiling, like they're just not relevant anymore, or like there are some like things that they really make you like the audience like, oh, the gun devil, right? Like the gun devil is like killing everyone. Everyone wants to kill the gun devil. But then, like, literally by the end of the story, the gun devil doesn't matter anymore. It does not fucking matter what the gun devil is. No one gives a fucking shit anymore by that point, right? Yeah. But I think the best part for me in terms of the anime is I want to watch the show and talk to people who have never read the manga. Because how episodes are gonna start and end are gonna be so funny, right? It's gonna be like, yo, this show's sick, bro, and then by the end, someone dies.
I don't know if I can watch it with my girlfriend because I might be too gory for her. That's the problem.
I mean, it's not
yeah,
that
actually,
bad, right?
I know, but
No,
like
no,
she's
I
like a
mean-
normie who's like, you know.
No, I
might
mean,
be,
I think to be fair, from what I remember, it is actually pretty gory for some.
it is
Some
pretty
people,
gory.
it
Yeah.
actually is.
I guess I'm just like, what's it called, desensitized to it all.
Yeah.
Because there's some parts where it's literally like actual people's like inner organs being used and like ripped out, and punctured and stuff, and that stuff is like definitely above like normal anime violence, where it's just I got a scar on my cheek, bro, or like they're just
Because
bleeding out of the
it's
mouth.
gotta be hard to find a weeb who hasn't read Chainsaw Man yet. Like, I don't know anyone who hasn't read Chainsaw Man that's like
Really?
big weeb or anything.
I know a bunch of people who actually have said that because they know the anime's coming, they're not going to read the manga.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're watching it first.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's why I'm interested to know what they think is going to happen in the story.
Yeah,
as
I'm
we watch it
really
weekly.
curious to see that, but I don't have any friends like that. I think
Yeah. Like, I don't
I have been suggesting to my normie friends though to like, hey, there's this anime coming out. I highly recommend it.
yeah.
Don't push too hard, bro. Don't push too hard.
Yeah, I try not to, but like,
I think like my favorite part about waiting to watch this show though is like, without spoiling, I want to see someone who has only seen the anime next to them and watch them react to the Kobeni cartoon. And then the episode just ends on that. It just ends on that. That's it. Nothing. No
Dude,
after credit scene.
I just love all the characters in Chainsaw. Like all the characters are so likable. Like I can't think of. I even like the fucking shark guy. I like the shark guy.
I mean, the shotgun was so cool though. I love
So
that
likable.
shotgun.
The shotgun's just like, Denji, you're kind of cool, bro. Can we hang out? Yo, bro. You need help, brother? I'll help you out, bro.
So likable. You know what I
Shotgun
mean?
is so good.
Like even though like Makima again, shit. It's hard to not spoil this anime.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I will say is honestly, Kobeni, like I don't know about like when you said every character is likable. I'm like Kobeni in the beginning was kind of like, bro.
You know,
But, I mean,
throwing
like-
Bunny then.
I mean, Kobeni at the start comes off as like, she's just like, oh, I don't know, I'm just kind of normal, I guess. I'm kind of normal, and then you see the stuff she does later in the story. I'm kind of normal, guys. I'm kind of normal.
Bro, Vance.
I just love the irony in Kobeni. I love the irony.
She's like really like such an anomaly of a character compared to everyone else. Honestly, she does not feel like a real human being.
Bro, she just wants to live, bro. She just wants to. Just a whole motivations is actually so fucking relatable though. It's
yeah.
yeah.
But like she's like the most normal person out of the group, but for like the different reasons you're thinking.
Yeah. Alright. Shall we end it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a good length. Alright boys, thank you very much for watching. We just talked about a lot of shit. Like we went through like this season anime. We went through Chainsaw Man, why you should watch Chainsaw Man, Edge Runners.
You should watch it.
Yeah. And why you should
Like,
watch
if we push any
Don't
more,
watch-
we could turn them
yeah,
off.
watch the first 8 episodes of Licorice and then drop it. Hard. Never pick it up
It's like
again.
optimal. It's like optimal viewing. You're like first episodes, and then episode 11. Watch only a minute 11 to minute 13. 45.
Guys.
Yeah.
The One Piece is real. It is real.
The One Piece.
One Piece.
The One Piece is real.
The One Piece is
Can we
real.
get much higher?
So high.
And also, finally,
for episode for what's that anime called again?
Edge Runner,
No, not Edge Runners. I'm trying to think.
Among Us.
What are you
Fuck.
trying to say?
There's this anime like last season that was really
You
good.
already forgot, man.
Oh, Engage Kiss. Engage Kiss.
Yeah, that's right. Engage Kiss. Engage
Oh,
Kiss.
was Engage
episode
Kids actually
2,
good?
7 minutes. Go watch it. I
Oh,
highly
just
recommend
7
it.
minutes? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, just watch it. It's pretty good. Daisuke and I highly recommend it. Yeah.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Yeah. See you guys later. Bye bye. See you guys in the next
Bye.
episode. Bye bye.
So much higher.